Oh man, today's gonna be a good one, guys. Today is gonna be a good one. Fast enough. Oh, whoops. Okay, got that. Oh shit! I realized I didn't put on the starting soon screen. Well, that's fine.
Drawing to is the fact that
Greetings
like
and
there's no way.
salutations, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of the Koboldos, episode 8.
Yay!
Oh boy,
Woo!
here I go killing again.
Fuck.
All right, last time on the Koboldos, the party the party participated in diplomacy and subterfuge and other activities. And then, by their own summons, the priest of the seven, along with a small escort, came to speak with them as they had requested. In order to protect everyone present, but mostly the party, from the follower of glory, Elysium was enacted, preventing all violence in the area so that they could continue their conversation. We basically stopped at the beginning of the conversation, and we're going to pick up right where we left off. So, Elysium has been cast, and let's see here. Elysium has been cast, and I think you guys were just starting to get into it, and I kind of just said last time to probably save it and plan it out. So we'll go ahead and start it up from that, from Elysium being cast, and the ball's in your court to start. So here we go. Let me play some tunes real quick.
Shake off the jitters.
Don't shit
Yeah,
yourselves.
some funeral music, please.
don't piss right now. I'm fucking pissing.
So we invited them into our camp. Drask offered them some finger food, and now we are doing our opening, basically. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Your opening salvo, if you will.
Okay.
The beginning of your verbal dance to the death.
Okay. So I will start this out of character. I will start this, but please help me.
Please help me. I am under the water.
Please help. Please.
Please
Okay.
help me.
So basically, I want to focus my attention on Jillian.
Okay.
And I will start talking to her.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we asked you to come here, hoping that we can conduct some fruitful discussion about some concerning recent events, right? And I'm sure that you have many questions, and perhaps your object of concern would differ from ours, and we will take the effort to answer those to the appropriate extent. But first, please allow us to share our unease and distress about some of your recent activities, namely that of trying to open portals to other dimensions, and that of what seems to be establishing an Inquisitor headquarters and training Inquisitors outside the jurisdiction of Kazar's Landing. We know that you have received the letter we have sent to you to the courier system. Well, copies of these letters were sent out to the Ikari Knights and to other factions, which we thought will be interested in the fact that one of your allies, High Priest Vesavine, servant of Runeterras, tried to open a portal to the Dragonstorm of the ley line by using some kind of druidic magic from Kakatesh, I'm not sure. In the meantime, we also saw, with great surprise I can tell, that you are all in agreement on inviting the Corvanian Inquisition to this new land, and we are actually concerned about both of these recent events, and frankly we are surprised that both various White Pantheon leaders and the Hikari Knights are doing nothing against that. So the question arises, why is that? And if you truly think that this serves the future of Aelenclast and it's not only one of your fellows' thinly veiled ambition to make himself above the law and use your spawns in his games of power while risking bringing a dangerous organization with a history of religious intolerance to the new continent, then why you are not stopping it? I drink from a cup and seemingly stop here and let them
That was a lot.
Julian will kind of put her shield away and kind of press out her symbol on her tabard. And then she will say, "Well, that is quite a list of grievances. But before I answer those, I have some questions of my own. I suppose the first question is, how did you know of the portal?"
Okay, so out of character, Chris, this will be yours.
Oh, okay.
I will let that one slide. But there's no out of character. Now that this social encounter has become, whatever you say, you're saying in character. No, unless you have a source of telepathy, which no one does.
Right.
To reiterate, the question is, how did you know of the portal?
He's talking to me, or she's talking.
She is talking
Julian was
to
talking to you.
She is talking to you, as you were the one that engaged her. If someone else wants to speak up, they may.
Okay.
As far as why we knew of the portal's existence, it is hard to hide such a magical influx or abnormality in a land such as this, so close to the landing. It was detected, and we went to investigate.
Truly. No other organization had detected it as such. What instruments did you use to detect it? Do you have advanced knowledge of such things? If so, then we would very much like to collaborate. You will see that the representative of Gloria is clenching his fists. But he does not speak. You get the feeling they probably talked about this.
Do we know?
So, you've already done a major misstep. You revealed that you knew of the portal, which was a secretive venture. And logically, there's only a certain number of people that knew that that portal existed. Those that were a part of the White Pantheon and directly participating in it, and the people that killed everyone. Which do you think you are?
Fair.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would suggest that you come up with a very good reason. Anybody here have social acumen?
Yes, I have. And I intend to use it. Can I use my social acumen after?
Not for this instance, but you can use it when you think you have a... Come up with something first, and then you can use it to judge their reaction. I think for the sake of fairness and for the flow of the conversation, I will give you one such use per topic change.
Okay. Okay, so let me say a sentence, and I will use my social acumen after the sentence. Okay, my sentence is, okay, so let's suppose that that we work together with a member of the White Pantheon, or we are a mercenary group that received a task, or we just simply are in the vicinity and stumbled upon this site. And while I'm listing these possibilities, I will try to look hard on their faces and see what feelings run through their faces when I mention these possibilities. So which one might be the most... which one would make them the less aggressive?
Well, hold on. Are you thinking about this and then doing social acumen to see which one you should say? Or are you saying it and using social acumen to see how they react to it?
I'm saying these, and while I'm saying this, I'm using social acumen to see how they react to each of these mentions, which I'm only lining up as possibilities.
I would use social acumen before you say something, or else you'll defeat the purpose of using it.
Okay, then I use social acumen, and I repeat those things that I already said.
Sure.
Okay. Can I roll for social acumen?
Yeah.
What should I roll?
It should say under your
test,
ability. It says
For
under
you,
your
it's
ability.
Grayscale or Tenacity.
Yeah, yours is Grayscale Tenacity, and you're looking to meet my Spirit plus 10.
Okay. Let's see. I want to roll Grace.
Yeah.
All right. You got your Vega reroll.
I'm using it.
Okay. Unfortunate. Okay. Repeat your sentence again, please.
Okay. So let's say that let's say that we were only in the vicinity when that happened. Let's say that we are working together with a member of the White Pantheon, or we received a task to stop a portal opening.
All right. She will respond with, "Are you not sure that you were there and that you are working with it? Your offering of a question is quite confusing. But if you were there, then we would have follow-up question as to whether or not you saw what happened. And if you are working with a member of the White Pantheon, who are they? And to which denomination?"
Okay. Well, are you familiar with a man called with a man called Damien?
I am.
Okay. So basically, we were doing supplies runs, supply runs for Damien, who, at the best of my knowledge, he was one and maybe the leader of some or some responsible people on that campsite.
I find that difficult to believe. Damien is fairly distrusting of outsiders since the loss of his hand.
The loss of his hand? Yeah, you mean? I don't know anything about that. I only know that they were short and they needed some supplies. So we went back to the Kaiser's Landing, and when we returned, we saw the place in disarray. I mean, like signs of a big fight, some charred remains, something like that. And
when
we know
did you
that
start working for him?
Well, let me see. When was that? It was like months ago, maybe 2 months ago. I just want to approximate the actual place of the event, the actual time of the event, and go back a few days from there. So we had 6 weeks of time. I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, approximately 2 months ago.
She will say, I find that odd, as he has been stationed and not in Kazor's Landing. How did you come to meet him?
We met at the campsite. There was some supplies.
At which campsite?
I will describe him the campsite with the ley lines and north from there, a little north. At first, they did not want it to trust us with the location, but for turning back, they give us the location. They needed some supplies for building something, and I had a feeling that they do not want us around because something special has happened.
And then?
Well, we went to a supply run. We went back to Kaiser's Landing. It took us like 3 days to go back, buy the supplies, and come back. And we found a campsite like that. As I said, a lot of blood, charred remains. The earth was, like plowed up. So I'm sure that a lot of fighting had happened there.
I see. And in your service to Damien, you continued to work for him despite his principles?
Actually, we were scared shitless after we saw what happened. So we...
No, before that.
Sorry, please repeat the question.
Well, you said at the beginning of your of this conversation that the grievance that you had against us was the use of this portal magic, and yet if you met Damien at his encampment, it would have been impossible for you not to see the portal being activated. Therefore, my question is that if you were against this, why did you continue to work with this individual?
Well, I had a feeling, just a hunch, that that Damien was also against all of that. But if he continued to perform, who am I to question? I mean, Damien was much more well versed in the goals of whatever they did there.
So, to reiterate, you were unsure if he believed in what he was doing, but he was still doing it, and your grievance against the White Pantheon and its use of the portal was apparently not so bad that you were unwilling to aid in its use by getting supplies for its workers?
Well, basically, yes. I just want, and we just want, good connection with these kind of people, for future cooperation possibilities.
I see.
I mean, that's a delicate thing, I understand, but business is
I am
business.
familiar with a mercenary's perspective of the world, but it does respectfully put your grievances into question. It speaks to an ulterior motive instead of one of broken principles and perhaps morality. I wish to move on to the next subject. When you arrived at the campsite, what did you see? Anything that you know that could be of value, please let us know. Any clues that you have as to whom performed this terrible deed.
Well, we only did a very quick look through at those events, and we did a bit of investigation, but it seems that we found basically nothing. So they were probably robbed. So I know that they had a lot of equipment in the camp, and when when their weapons and armors are also missing, warriors would not leave an inch.
How do you know
Without
their weapons
armor
and
and
armor are
weapons.
missing if you only took a quick glance?
Well, because they were not present.
How do you know they're not presents if you only took a quick glance? The encampment is quite large.
Well, a quick glance is enough to, well, unless they were hidden somewhere. But there was no reason for me to think that their weapons and armor were not left at their bodies. I mean, it was strange.
I would find it to be quite presumptive to presume that they are gone.
Well, okay, then we came to the conclusion that they were gone because we have not seen them. I mean, that's pretty simple.
But you said quick
I
glance.
don't.
How much time did you actually spend? Are you trying to say something, Duarte?
Yeah, I will try to interject.
Go ahead.
My friend, priestess. My friend is troubled due to the instant we entered the camp. I smelled the burning of flesh and the bodies of the priests and knights of Runferus seemed to be, well, disarmed, as well as Damien without its yes,
Without
as
his
well
what?
as one, as well as a corpse without its head.
What are you talking about?
All right, I need deception checks.
They were barely identifiable.
Sorry, guys. That's deception checks.
Yeah.
You guys are contradicting each other now.
Oh,
Can I help?
For me?
Is there help action here?
Both of you need to make
Both
a
of us?
deception check. Yeah.
okay. Deception. I have a +0.
Okay. Oh boy. I trust. Let's see. 10. Okay. She will seem to kind of tap her gauntlet. I see. Well, in either case, let us move on towards the specificity of your grievances. It seems that you have a notion that what the Runtharians were doing at the encampment is something that should be stopped. You also seem to have a prejudicial view of the Inquisitor from Corvinus being involved with our organization.
Yeah. As you can probably see, I'm from Corvinus. I know our history.
Indeed. I would say that you should also know of your own history that the Inquisition was misguided, and when Mytheria returned, they changed their ways. Their organization had to, by her edict. And over the course of the next few centuries, they have become a somewhat... I suppose you might look at it as a very Gregorian sort of organization that deals more with the policing of divinity than it does with their burning of the witch days. Certainly they are specialists when it comes to not only finding divine individuals, but also preventing the spread of divinity. True, it is somewhat, I suppose, hypocritical to employ them as the White Pantheon, but resources are limited within Aelenclast, and the access to what resources we have must be dealt with accordingly. It is also by the bylaws that the Inquisition is there to ensure that no ill attempts have been made by either party. The Inquisition's presence is not just for those that killed the priests of Runtheris, but also to ensure that neither deetic representative of either pantheon is performing outside of the laws of Kazor's Landing.
Okay,
what the Inquisitor will see in his investigation is up to him as it is ongoing.
So let me ask one thing. Exactly whose idea was to involve the Inquisition? Was that a common decision discussed between you, or was that the idea of one particular member of you?
I do not believe such an inclination matters. We all agreed on it
You
at
don't?
the end. No. Whose idea it was hardly is relevant. We all agreed to it and therefore bear the responsibility of it.
Okay, I ponder on that.
Arcadum, can I
Yeah.
incite these troopers? See what's
Sure.
their take in this. How are they?
So the Dancer of Videric is paying very close attention. The Priest and Knights of Glory seem a little bored. Alvasai is... He's clenching.
He wants to kill someone.
He probably wants to murder one.
It's your insight 17, so that's sufficient. Alvasai has a sufficient amount of evidence that, to him at least, that you either are responsible or you know who is, and that all this talking in Elysium isn't going to go anywhere. He would rather beat it out of you.
Okay.
But he can't. So.
Yeah.
Julian will wait.
But you are certainly, or I think, and please indulge me if you are not. You are in agreement with that opening a portal was I don't know, like at least a questionable action.
I
So
believe
that would
if
that would arise some suspicions from many parties that can be possibly responsible for that.
she will respond. The opening of a portal is dangerous within this land for certain. The unpredictability of the magics, the intensity of the mana, there are many things that could have gone wrong. But the Runtharians are quite adept in the use of portal magic. And from our investigations into the scene, the portal was operating as intended within acceptable parameters. It was only when they were attacked that the portal failed. Furthermore, Furthermore, to the morality of it and the legality of it, as the portal was opened outside Kazor's Landing at an appropriate distance, as defined by the Bureau of Science and the Bureau of Adventurers, the legality of it is upheld. As for the morality of it, my personal opinion, notwithstanding, the Runtharians have every right to attempt to heal the Dragonstorm. They wish to preserve the ancient ways so that they are not forgotten and destroyed. I support that. The methods, perhaps not as much, but I support that. And as a representative of the Seven, I am oftentimes reminded of the exceptionalism of mortals when it comes to such ancient laws, and how sometimes they must be bent in order to ensure that the highest amount of good can be accomplished. As for other factions, as you mentioned, we were visited by them. The representative from the Black Pantheon, Woad, was, well, not as distasteful as I have had the pleasure of meeting several of his particular order. As for the Hikari Knights, we have the appropriate documentation and permit from them in order to perform this particular task.
Okay. I want to use my social acumen after I'm saying this. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, you yourself said that there are dangers of opening a portal, even if you take precautions. So you think that this is completely unimaginable, that something that should not have came through that portal and killed all those priests and knights. And this is why you can't find anything. I want to social acumen that.
Go ahead.
One moment. Can I do that with Guile or Grace? Can I do that with Grace?
You use whatever the social acumen says that you use.
Okay.
You can choose, but I don't think it affects what you get. It's just a modifier.
Yeah, it's just the modifier you use.
Yeah. Yeah, you can use any of those three to make the check.
Guile, tenacity. Okay, so it will be Grace. Oh.
Okay.
All right, what do you want to know?
I want to know. I want to know how they are reacting to the idea that something that should not come through the portal actually came through the portal. killed all those priests, and how possible or probable do they think that this can be the case?
Social acumen will reveal that that is precisely what they thought happened at first. However, they have thoroughly investigated both the latent portal energy, they have investigated the wounds on the corpses, they have investigated the use of magic in the area, they have used divination in order to detect what had happened by the use of scene read and various other class features that they have access to in their orders, and Julian herself, as a member of the Seven, used her magic to detect mortal presences that were present at the time when they were killed. They have, to the best of their ability, with the assistance of their gods, determined that those at the encampment were not killed by outsiders. They have supreme confidence in that.
Well, I will hear your answer with words as well.
She will respond with, "We have done our investigation and have determined that such a thing did not happen. The people, the good people of Runetheris, their priests, their guardians, were killed by mortal hands. That, I can tell you, I am sure of."
But I still don't understand something. Inquisition is not really against mortals, it's against demons and such things. So why involve the Inquisition?
I've already explained this.
Okay.
I wish to say something from my side. Your grievances appear to be lacking in their fervor and conviction. And they are also quite presumptive. We have done nothing legally or perhaps even morally ambiguous. Do you have any evidence to the contrary? I would be happy to see it.
Well, we only see that that there are some hesitance in Damien against this task, and we were wondering why, and maybe this is where you should look, or where you should find your evidence for that case. Unfortunately, we can no longer discuss that with him, but maybe you can discuss that with their superiors.
Perhaps.
We are not in high ranks, so it's up to you if you want to follow that lead or not.
She will then
But
say,
something was fishy.
She will then say, "I agree. Something was wrong or has happened. And perhaps you did not know Damien as well as the rest of us. Perhaps you misjudged his hesitance. Or perhaps you were right. I have a third question, and one that I very, very much hope that you will allow. It is possible that the scene was contaminated before we arrived. Would you permit me to use my magic to see things as you saw them? Perhaps I will see something that you saw but did not understand. It would help us find justice for Damien and the priests."
I will cross my arms and say that I'm really not comfortable with other people digging in my mind, if you excuse me.
Were your allies present?
Well, yeah, we went
Would
back
any
as
of
a
them
team.
allow this to happen? Are they perhaps more comfortable with it? I assure you I will do nothing whilst in there except to look through your eyes. You have my word as a priestess of the Seven.
Well, it's up to them to say, but I find a little curious that
Douglas, a quick thing. Douglas has been here this entire time.
Douglas does not want to
looking-
speak
Yeah,
or
but-
put any.
No.
Douglas
No way,
is
no
not
way.
drawing any attention to himself at all.
Fair enough. Fair. Okay. I just want to know his disposition.
He is way too juiced with dragon power that if they look at him and even get a whiff of it, this whole thing falls apart. So.
Right. Okay. Sorry. I wanted to. Because I know he had been there. I just wanted to see. Okay.
He was there, but he is way in the back and not saying anything for a very specific
Heard.
reason.
Right. Makes sense.
So, Arcadum.
Yeah.
Do we have any knowledge of how this seeing through our eyes would work, and if there's a way to obscure?
Unless you have magics that allow you to do it, no. Unfortunately, this was the big trap that was laid at the very beginning. By admitting that you were there and giving the timeline, meaning that you were there before they were, which means you saw the scene first, her natural inclination to use her divination to see through mortal kin, she's going to ask you to do it because that's a natural follow-up. And unless you can find some way to give a plausible reason as to why you wouldn't, that is going to be a pretty dooming suspicion, because why wouldn't you? If you're so concerned with the morality of a portal, why would you not want to find the people that caused the portal's malfunction? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Having one person being uncomfortable with magic in their head is one thing. Having an entire party resist it is another thing entirely. Sorry, guys. I have to. This is a high charisma character, so I have to kind of.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I kind of have to be maximum in my competence. So.
Yeah.
But
No,
I
it's
thought our
just
plan
really...
wasn't to lie to these people.
Oh, right. It's okay.
He didn't lie. That's why I haven't made
No.
him do more.
No,
than
but
one
we were
deception
gonna
check.
tell them that's not
It's okay. We can't.
okay.
He
let's-
didn't
yeah.
lie. It's the
He
problem
didn't lie.
is
He has
that
not lied yet.
the problem is that by giving an accurate timestamp, he has made
No,
himself a
the-
valuable witness. So
The idea of how we were having this conversation that was put across to me was completely different than how this is going.
well, you're welcome to speak up at any time.
yeah.
And undo everything that was just said and can do a completely different conversation? No, thank you.
Nobody. I mean, actually talk, while it's happening, instead of letting someone else do it and then blaming them for doing it wrong.
No, I'm not trying to... all right, let me rephrase this then.
Okay.
The deviation from what was discussed is very big, and I'm curious why that is, unless I missed something.
Did you guys even discuss this in voice, or did you guys discuss it in text? Because I see the text of you guys talking about it all week. Or
Yeah,
I should say Dell making big walls of text and then people going yay or nay, basically. So unless you guys talked about this in great detail in voice or somewhere else I haven't seen, I don't see where the deviation is, because this is pretty much
Nope.
in line with what Dell
We
suggested.
had a plan to discuss this yesterday, but
So you guys didn't actually discuss it, is what I'm hearing.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So there you go.
Maybe
Right.
maybe that's right. Hold on. I think I misread.
Well, and it doesn't really matter because now you're at this
It doesn't
point.
matter.
So,
We're in it now.
We're in the shit right now.
Yep.
We need to.
so you need to come up with
Okay,
a
so the question.
I'm talking. You need to come up with a magnificent reason why you can't let her do what she's asking to do, and then you're gonna need to rock a roll as to why you can't.
Oh.
Them.
And
Could you give us?
just to make sure I didn't miss it? Is anybody here core skill insight?
Mm-mm.
No.
Not that I know
Okay,
of.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
well, I already stated that we, we can't. This discussion is over.
Well, you said that you were uncomfortable, so she's asking everyone else since they were there too.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Man,
She said this.
Social encounters
Yeah.
are so intense. What's up?
Yeah. She did say that it was through the ability to see through mortals by
Mortal
the use of
eyes. Mm-hmm.
mortal eyes.
Yeah.
I would assume that what she's saying is she can look through our memories and see what we saw. But the problem is that if any one of us, I don't want to talk too much out of character because it's
problem
not
is
allowed.
if she looks in your eyes and sees you killing them.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
So that's not really an option.
That's,
I mean,
that's
it is,
the
but it's
reason
not.
you don't want her to do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Her suspicion of us is extreme already.
Yeah, I don't want to, because he said earlier that we're talking in character, so I don't want to plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I would love to talk about it, but I
no
can't.
talking
We
out.
can't.
You gotta,
Right.
You gotta
So
respond.
Ruggs is going to stay silent. He's been silent this entire time because this is not his forte. He's trying his best not to speak out against any of the
Doesn't
Runeterrans.
randomly have a build that's socially inclined.
I don't
No,
think
he
he's
doesn't.
really like warrior
And
magic thing.
And I
so.
don't think Keldris would say anything then.
No,
Yeah.
because Ruggs
We
wants
are
his
on the
boss.
same boat.
Ruggs would want his boss and Odon, who are like notably more soldier characters, to handle this. So he doesn't fucking.
Alright, so Ruggs
he's
stays
sitting.
silent.
Sorry,
Keldris
stay
stays
silent.
silent.
You can't. Yep.
What about Drask?
Oh, I really don't.
So.
Man, social encounters are tough. Oh,
Well, I did what I could.
yeah. So, okay.
In all fairness, Odon is a merchant, not a lying specialist in deception, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I will say that I think, judging by my friend's reaction, each of us have their own trauma.
I see. That is unfortunate. I was hoping to gather more information. Well then, it seems that we've come to our conclusion. I understand your grievance. I understand where it comes from, but I can assure you that we are not operating outside of the confines of allowance or tolerance. If you have further questions, you are welcome to visit us at the encampment.
Okay. Well,
And with that, seeing as everybody is... oh, go ahead.
I just want to close that. Okay, and a few sentences that. Okay. Well, thank you for hearing us out and coming to meet you.
Ruggs will speak up for a moment, and he will say that
If we wanted to talk to you further, if we wanted to go to the camp, let's say, who would we talk to get your attention?
Oh, just simply speak to the guards and tell them that you are here to see me. I'll inform them.
no, he nods.
Okay. So I'm I'm not clergy or anything. That I really hope that the actions you are taking will not be a vehicle to unjustly tarnish your sacred duties and conscience. I only wish for you to, as from every clergyman, to look into your hearts and let your wisdom prevail over any impulse of wrongful persecution. Thank you for coming. We assure you that we are also open to another visit. If you think that any new information emerge.
Julian will nod. I thank you for that. And I wish you the best of luck for your endeavors. As she turns to leave, Alvasai will step forward. I have something to say. Now you will see that Julian.
I will step in front of her and look into his eyes and. Yes?
Alvasai will say, I don't trust you. But I have no concourse to act as of yet. But know this. The Runtherian priests and their servants and Damien were good friends of mine. They were pious servants of the Dragon Father. They were good people. And after looking into the eyes of their mothers, their fathers, their sisters, their brothers, and their children, if I discover that anyone present was responsible, I shall show them the wrath of glory. That is all. And with that, the contingent will leave.
Okay. When they are out of sight, my knees finally start to tremble, and and I have to lean to rugs.
Rugs?
Yeah.
But let you not fall, at least. He's not that bad of a guy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. That was freaking intense.
Somebody in chat, Nist in chat said, I would rather fight another undead army than be a social encounter.
I would absolutely take that deal. Holy shit.
Also, we should find a new camp. Leave where our camp is so they don't know where we are.
Okay.
Can I attempt a perception check to see if no one extra was here with them?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait.
Guess nobody?
He was saying to
sure.
move the camp. That's what he said.
Ah, okay.
I'll give it a look around too. Why not?
Drask, you don't sense anyone. Rugs, you don't sense anyone.
Alright, cool.
We'll pick up the stuff.
Yeah, let's move. Let's start. He'll start gathering shit.
I think
Let's get away from here.
No one got to the table, to the charcuterie board.
No, they did not eat anything, which is a
I'll
bit
start.
rude.
Yeah, I'll start.
I will stress it. I will stress it for him.
But my charcuterie board. I made it for them. I even cut them into little Runetheris pieces.
They're very shittily made because we don't like it.
No, they're actually pretty good.
I think it's hilarious that Drask, the massive, brutal devourer of men and servant of the father of the Lenorms, is also Martha Stewart.
Hey, what a mood swing a little Inquisition can do.
I've killed the entire encampment. I've also made some some of these cookies if you want to try them.
I made those little squid things that they make in the little bento box.
I prepared all of us a combat bento box.
Sausage-shaped Runefarian priest.
They're little priests. Bite their heads off. I baked an entire set of little Damien cookies, and we could all bite his head off. So
it's got a little bit of like a jelly in feeling. Okay.
Right, so the party moves their camp. That's fine. You guys.
Yeah, we fucking piss off.
Yeah, I think that we will gather around. What's her name? What's his name?
Douglas.
Douglas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be on the move.
All right. As the party moves their camp, we'll say like how far you guys want to go? Like a day?
A day.
Well, definitely at the other side of the river. At the other side of the river.
I'd give it a few miles, a good distance away, not so entire. Not that far, but a few miles away.
All right, you guys move a few miles away. You set up camp again. Douglas has remained introspective this entire time before he finally says, "Well, that could have gone better."
Rugs is wiping some sweat off his brow. He's intimidated.
He looks over to Strix. Boss, I'm not sure what we should do at this point.
I mean, I'm not really concerned about Julian, but did you see that buffed angel? That's a freaking...
How jacked that angel was?
You see how fucking jacked that guy was? Oh shit. He's gonna beat my ass.
I mean, don't. You know what I'm asking, not the other thing.
Of course.
Yeah, right. Yeah, whatever that guy was, he was definitely powerful.
Douglas will say, it also seems that he's not going to be convinced to peace very easily.
Though this kind of puts us back right at square one. We're kind of in the same position.
But you
I
also
wouldn't say
said...
so, Douglas will say. We have learned 2 names that we did not know before. We have witnessed them directly, and we have an invitation into the encampment.
Nuts.
We could use that invitation to infiltrate their encampment. Learn more about their defenses. Learn more about their personnel. And, perhaps, if necessary, launch an attack from within their own encampment.
That's true. Though I don't know if they're going to leave us quite unguarded like that, but that's a fair point.
Better to fight within their walls rather than outside of their walls.
Yes.
My Rugs accent today is pretty bad. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get there.
What are you, from Queens?
Well, shit. Okay, so we have an inn, and that's true. We do have a way to get into the camp now. Does anybody else have any bright ideas on what do we? I mean, we have to do something. We can't just leave and do nothing at this point. What the hell's that?
It's Dells. Mike.
Oh. Okay. It's like, what?
Is squeaking.
He has become Squirrel.
Squirrel. Yeah, I'm not sure because none of us are particularly good at stealth either. So it's going to be a challenge to even if we can get in there, it's going to be a challenge to kind of go around and look at things without anybody being incredibly suspicious of us. Especially the gory guy.
Yeah, but did not we notice that the new trainees, the new minions, trained by the Inquisitor, they are training at a different location. So not in the middle of the camp, but only in the vicinity. So maybe we can organize an ambush against the novices.
Do we know where they're
Why they are still
they're
novices?
doing it in the look.
So they're like the higher end of their grunts.
Right. I mean, if we could take out the Inquisitor, him or herself, whoever that may be, if we could take that person out, that would be a pretty big blow. But the problem is that they're likely going to be in the middle of this camp around like everybody, because that's the point, right? Because they're not only are they investigating who killed the Runtharians, but they're also, this person's also partially investigating into the other religions that are there, because that's what Julian brought up. Is that
a fine point, Ruggs? Douglas will say. If we are able to destroy the Inquisitor and escape, then the White Pantheon representatives would have to explain to the Inquisition why their Inquisitor is dead. This would sow distrust between them, or at least the incompetency of the White Pantheon. This would effectively destroy their tie with the Inquisition, and would accomplish our objective.
Okay.
The real question is how are we gonna get to this dang Inquisitor? If we come without some kind of reason to be speaking to the Seven Lady, I don't know how well they're gonna want us around. After all, we're not a part of their organization or anything, so...
Perhaps we could fabricate evidence against the Inquisitor.
Do we know anything about him? Or do we even know who the Inquisitor is?
Douglas will shake his head. I know not of this Inquisitor directly. Perhaps a bit more subterfuge is required.
Or information gathering. Figure out who this is. Perhaps somebody in Landing knows a thing or two. But I'm not quite sure. Talking's not really my strong point.
Just hear me out. What if, in the middle of the night, I will take the disguise of an Inquisitor, of the Inquisitor, I set fire on a building. I will try to do it in a way that's not obvious for first, but I will let some soldiers notice me, and after that I just run away. So they will have an Inquisitor who is secretly sabotaging the White Pantheon.
But why? That don't really make any sense. Even if there was an Inquisitor who wanted to do and so distressed or be, it wouldn't make sense. Why would they be an Inquisitor if they were just there to mess with this one thing? You know?
Because that could be a very good reason to why infiltrate the camp. Maybe the White Pantheon members will believe that he is not an actual Inquisitor, but someone sent by their enemies to spy on them. Maybe.
If that was the case, why would he set fire to a random building?
Indeed.
Revealing his nature.
Yes.
Well, maybe not a random building.
It could be a good idea to actually. We could infiltrate that way, though, because you are pretty good at doing those disguises, and
Douglas will interject. If the plan, why not just burn it all down then? If you're able to get in unseen, just burn it all down.
Because just burning it down will not raise suspicion about the Inquisitor.
No,
but the point is that we're trying to.
Yeah,
we're trying to disrupt them in any way we can. So if we can get in without being noticed and, set fire to set fire. Sorry, my accent's all over the fucking place today. If we can get in and set fire to everything, then, there's no point in being in any subterfuge anyway. So either we go in trying to eliminate this Inquisitor, like take out the big shot, or we go in to burn everything down and try and get out with our lives. You can't really do both, because both doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We could enter through the invitation and let Odon sneak in as one of the workers
Yeah,
And
one
then-
of the workers or one of the minions, I can set fire on the supply tent or the supply wagon. That would be the easiest and the safest.
Well, it's
But
not, it's
I
not so
believe
much
that
just
we
doing
must. I believe that we must strike hard because we will only have one chance for doing
right.
as much damage as we can.
So if we're gonna do the burning thing, we should do it. We should. It should be multiple. We're gonna need more than just you, Rodon. We're gonna need more than just you. But the problem is that what Ruggs brings up is that he's not very good at being super charismatic. And he also isn't really sure how well Keldris or Drask is gonna be able to hide. So we really only have you, Odon, who can sneak in. Is the problem because the rest of us are not human.
I can try to walk into the camp at night. I will do as much damage as I can and will leave as quickly as I can. And when they try to put up the fires, we can ambush them. We can seek out groups that are separated from the main body of the camp and kill them. Surely they will try to put out the fires.
It could be worth taking a venture in if you're able to disguise yourself as either a worker or inquisitor or somebody who wouldn't be particularly screened as much, and to just kind of get the lay of the land of where are the important people at, and maybe find out where this inquisitor is staying, then that would be good. And then we can come back later at a at a point where they're asleep or where they're doing activities and not necessarily focused.
If I disguise myself as a normal worker, I will do the normal workers' daily chores, and I suppose I will be building palisades and stuff like that all day.
Well, we can use Grev's ability to just look in on the daily activities of these people. We have a way to do that, to look at them. At least I assume.
You can't.
I assume, Grev, you can. You can't hear them. Okay.
You can't hear them.
Right.
You
can see what they're doing, but just right. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
You can hear them in that ability.
No, we can't. We can't hear them, but we can see them.
You cannot hear them, but you can see them.
Yeah.
So there's context that's lost.
But I mean, how much context does a serf need? You know what I mean? Because you could just pretend to be like, "Oh, I'm new in the job. I'm trying to figure out, what's going on." You play the new guy, and that.
That's what I'm saying is that you would get way more information sending in a spy than using Grev's ability.
Oh,
right. Grev's ability can't hear anything. So.
Well, I mean, we can do a bit of both, because we can figure out when they get people in and when they're working, because obviously they're not working at night, so we'd have to find a time where maybe the workers are going on lunch break or something like that, right? And we can get somebody who can just kind of mill in with the crowd of workers and blend in that way. Because we don't know their schedule, we don't know anything about what they do. If we just have some random dude walk in the middle of the day when they're not scheduled to do anything like that. So if we could get an idea of that, that would be good. That's my idea, at least. That's kind of better than winging it. I would.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's disguise them as a worker, send them into the camp, and let's hope that they will be able to leave as well. Not just
right. I mean, we don't have. This is kind of. I mean, we're going to be taking risk either way, because we have no idea. We don't know who hired these people. If they get asked about
Douglas,
who
Douglas will say.
Yeah.
Why not just disguise all of us? Go in.
We're kobolds. We're very noticeable.
Hey, look, he looks down at you. Perhaps as children, or we could put you in a box.
A box?
Hey, child work is illegal in Aelenclast?
Is it illegal?
It is not.
Oh.
No.
I didn't know that. Okay. Never mind.
This is not modern day societies. People go to work.
Right. That's right. That's fair. Okay. All
But,
right.
but also, Douglas says we could just put you in a box,
And move you. Oh, okay. Yeah.
and then you're being moved.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Wait. Yeah. Yes. I see it. I see it.
Well,
We still need to
if we put
okay.
them in a
Okay.
box and leave them for the night, and they can.
The Trojan crate.
Trojan horse. Are we gonna?
Trojan crate. Yes.
That's okay.
After recently watching the Odyssey, I am reminded how wonderful that plan can be.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait. It could
And
be.
awesome.
This could be all. Okay. We need.
But actually,
things we need to
Douglas
know.
will
We need-
support that plan, though. Put the kobolds
Right,
inside
right.
of the crate, and then have a disguised worker bring them in.
Okay,
and
so-
what will we do with Drask and Kaldris?
Well, their help, their muscle.
They
to-
just
to
simply
move the crate and
they just attack
yeah.
from outside after the distraction.
or that too,
Okay.
too.
And you, Douglas? Should
oh.
I disguise you as a worker, or you will want to?
My
the
draconic the blessings of our father run into my veins too much. I believe they would be able to detect it, especially the Runetherians. However, I would say that I would use an ingress point with Drask and Keldris. We would be the hammer,
Okay.
so to speak.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
that's a plan. That's as good as it can be. After all of that. After all of that talk, I don't really see.
So
other
we need
options.
so goals we need to figure out. We need to figure out where the Inquisitor is in the camp, right? Because we're trying to kill. Are we okay? Let's get our goal ready, right? Are we going in to burn everything down and destroy the camp, or are we going in to kill the Inquisitor?
No. Well, let's think about that. Well, after if we will be able to get in, I mean, smuggling you three in boxes, and me, I will set fire on everything on first step. After the chaos,
Okay, so use the fire as a distraction.
as a distraction, yeah.
There.
After that chaos, you can came out of the boxes, and we will together look for the Inquisitor, and try to separate them from a group.
Or I could just
and maybe
use my ability
I will
to
ask
find where
some
he's
guys
staying.
to
Oh well, I guess.
follow us closely.
Well, yeah, we could. Yeah. Can you move your Farsight, Rev? Or does it have to be in the single spot?
It's one spot I can't move, but I can still look
Well,
around.
We can still look around. We could try and see.
No,
we could try and see
if you cast any magic from the box,
It's not
you will
magical.
be discovered. It's not you can be discovered by the.
Well, no.
He's not saying do it
What
from
Grev
the
is?
box. He's saying do it now and
Do it
find
now
out
so we know where
he
the
is.
Inquisitor
Absolutely.
is. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was just saying I was wondering if it could move. I don't know if it can.
He
move.
can't move
No,
it, but
I
he can
cannot
choose a
move.
different spot in the encampment to do it, and eventually you'll find where he is.
Oh, good. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Cool. That's awesome. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. So we find out where he is. Then we need to select a place. We need to select a easy place for somebody like Odon to be able to slip into, like a storage facility or like a some kind of supply thing. That when it starts to burn, it's important enough that people want to put it out.
Well, I believe we already identified their supply wagon and their kitchen wagon. I definitely want to set the kitchen wagon on fire because of the oil, the lard, the grease, and a lot
I like that.
lot of food which is flammable can be there.
Okay. And so when that happens, we get out of the box and charge this Inquisitor down and hope we can murder him.
Maybe first peek around, and when one opportunity
Right, well, you know what I mean.
arrives-
But still, like we would because I don't know if you can get the box close to where the Inquisitor is staying, that would be great because that would make it a lot easier. But if you can't, then we're gonna have to kind of figure
they
out
will
our
probably
route.
be in the depot where every other boxes will be. So I really can't separate those 3 boxes from the others because that would be suspicious.
Also,
They
how
can
are
look
we?
inside.
Do we know if they are? Do we know if they are like marking their packages or doing any sort of like? I mean, we probably don't know. Like,
You
we
don't
don't
know
know if they're doing any specific way of tracking orders or other like logistical things of that nature. So, if we could find that out, that'd be great. Which is why I'd say maybe we should do 2 preliminary scouting. We should have the far site thing to figure out where the Inquisitor is and kind of figure out where the key players are staying. Because it would also be really good to know where this Glory guy is staying, so we can stay far away from where the fuck he is. We just don't interact with that
can
guy.
also be used to look if the supply boxes have any specific markings.
Yeah, that's true. So that is true. So because the more we want to make it as visible as possible. Like it isn't a Trojan horse where it's like, oh, it's this cool thing. No, this is like just material. So we have to have some kind of plausible deniability of like, oh, this is cooking supplies, or oh, this is a flour or something. Something heavy, something that is like mundane, heavy shit that they're not going to be suspicious of, and then have the proper markings on our package or this fucking crate, so that they don't just immediately open it up to be like, oh, suspicious package, check it out. You know what I mean? So we gotta
So
kind of figure
in the
that
meantime,
out.
Arcadum, can I have a quick question about what the Angel and Julian said? That they said that they used divination to look through the eyes of others. So that means that they only saw my disguised face and different, a different face from what they saw right now during our conversation. Or that's through magical detection.
Well, they've seen your real face because you had.
Yeah, because you weren't disguised.
Yeah, I asked you that at the start of last session whenever they came up to the encampment.
Yeah, but when we went to the camp, every time I wore a different disguise.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not sure what
so
your
this
question
is why I said that I'm showing my original face, because I was on the assumption that they had never seen that.
So she didn't use the magic against us. So she didn't get to do that.
No.
So that doesn't.
She specifically didn't use it because she asked for permission and nobody gave it.
Right. So she doesn't know what. Well,
I think
she didn't use it.
I think Dell is asking if that spell could be used on the bodies of the dead. On the
You don't know.
battlefield.
You don't know anything about what the magic that she has is. You don't know if it's an actual spell. You don't know if it's a blessing from her god. Like it could be. It could be an artifact. You don't know what the nature of it is. So.
Right.
You just don't have sufficient information to make any sort of judgment.
Educated. Yeah.
Okay. All you know for certain is that if they had the capacity to use their divination to find out it was you, Elysium would not be called, and you'd be dealing with Glory and all of his
right.
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 So you can at least presume to some degree they don't know. Not know it's you, or they have enough doubt that it might not be you that they haven't let the hammer off the fucking the dog off the chain. You know.
Well, after today, after our plan, they will not have any doubt.
Yes, obviously after today, if you do what you're planning. Yeah, but I'm just saying. The surest sign that they don't have that capacity is that you are still alive. So.
Yeah, that's true. Man, we're not in jail or killed. So
we were not attacked, so they don't know, or they are putting a prank on us.
But now
they're pranking.
They are...
Wouldn't that be something?
We just walk out of our camp and surprise, you're fucking dead.
Just please
got him.
Got him.
Please do our infiltration if we have a plan. Do we have a plan? Or
So unless anybody else has any, I'm not trying to steal the spotlight. If anybody has any other ideas of what we want to do, please speak up and say something. But my personal concept of this is that if we are looking to do the most damage, either we burn down the entire fucking place or we go after the head Inquisitor, and both of those are not an easy thing either way. So we just kind of have to pick. It sounds like unless anybody is objected to it, that we go after the Inquisitor, because that seems like a very big blow to their organization. They won't have anybody. They didn't have a head figure before. They kind of were just like a council of them, a council of the White Pantheon that were just coming together to figure out what to do. But now they have a figurehead that is actively leading this whole thing. So if we could take down that figurehead in a swift strike, that'll scatter not only the inquisitorial power there, because they'll have to replace this person of very important. It's a very important person, but also it could sow doubt in the legitimacy of their investigation, because how could they have let a big Inquisitor person just die in their care? You know what I mean? Like that's a pretty big showing of incompetence that happens.
We can go after the Inquisitor, and we can use the fire for.
And we use the fire as a distraction, but the main goal is to kill the
main goal is the Inquisitor.
That is what needs to happen, even if we die. That needs to happen.
Okay. I think we are done. That's a good plan. That's a viable plan.
So to do this plan, we should scry on their location using Grev's ability and figure out, we need to figure out where the Inquisitor is staying. We also need to figure out if there's any hopefully obvious signs of like their packaging, and like so that way we can fabricate this Trojan horse idea right into being legitimate, rather than just a dude in a cart carrying like an unmarked package. It's like walking into the post office with like a big unmarked package. It's a little suspicious. So if you can have like some kind of documentation or marking and a reason for it, then it'll be a lot easier for us to get in with this.
Okay, so let's do at least the graph cams.
Yeah, we could do graph cam.
Graph
fire up the cam. Fire up the CCTV.
Okay.
Damn it.
All right. Fire up the cam! The cam!
Fucking
right.
sky drone. Is anybody in like doesn't want to do this plan? Does anybody have any other ideas? I haven't really heard anybody other than Don and Duarte or Draskamian, sorry.
This plan of infiltrating and then beginning causing fires, we would see through the graph cam, right? The locations of the supplies and the tents, the places where we would put fire on, and the location, the general location, and where the Inquisitor stays. So that when you guys perform the explosion, we can as in me, Douglas, and Keldris can just charge into the Inquisitor. That's the idea, right? And begin the fight.
Yeah, and I will join you as soon as I'm done with the.
Yeah, so it would have to be the kobolds would be the ones to engage first, and then Odon would join us, and then Chris does bring up a good point that half of our strength wouldn't be half of our strength would be outside the camp because we just can't get them in. So that is a bit of an issue that we got to figure out, because
we don't do the attack.
Douglas.
We don't do the attack until they're actually trying to put out the fires. That gives everyone a distraction to get in for us to get out and get where we're going.
Right.
There's no reason to stagger it.
Oh, so you're saying it's like a simultaneous thing? So as soon as the fire starts, then they attack, and I see.
No. We start the fire. That is a distraction. We let the people in. We go to Inquisitor.
Okay, but what about the people at the gate? What about the guards that are like still? I mean, those exist,
yes.
Right?
Yeah, we'll have to take those out and then get that's how we don't divide our forces, and we can get one go.
So you're saying is what you want the kobolds, but when the kobolds get in, they immediately run to the gate to kill the guards to let the others in, and then we go to the Inquisitor?
No.
Okay.
We start the fire. That causes a distraction.
Right.
Then we go get the other three people,
Uh-huh.
and then we go to Inquisitor. So
I feel like this is what I just said. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm
No.
misspeaking.
no,
Yeah, well,
all
I
of
can
us-
I can start the fire at the kitchen wagon because that would be less suspicious than just burn down somebody's living quarters.
Sure.
Because kitchens are prone to fire.
Yeah, sure. That works, yeah. But what I'm saying is that are we we need to get
we
the
don't
people
split up.
outside in. We need to get the people outside in. They can't come
Yes.
in with us if we're doing
I
this
have an
whole Trojan
idea.
horse thing.
Instead of talking
No.
in circles, why don't you just use the cam and see the encampment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah, let's go to Tom, bring up the Skycam.
All right, Grev. The camp has now grown in sufficient size that there are 3 different sections. The one that you previously saw is now where the camp supplies are. Your 2 other options are Camp Center or Camp Cave.
We'll start with the center.
Center, as you wish. Doop. Let me know when you guys are loaded. Dun 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 dun. Should be loading soon. All right, everybody loaded.
That's cool.
We're at the beach.
right. You scroll up.
No, when you first zoom in, all you see is like the tent. and
It's
stuff, and
sand.
It looks like a beach.
It did kind of look like a beach for a second.
All right, so this is what the cam reveals. You will see that there are several individuals moving about here, and you will see that they are training actively. You will also see that Campbell is right here in this area. He seems to be overlooking them eating, drinking, and going about their days. You will see that a vast majority of the other White Pantheon are within this larger tent as you see them moving in and out. You will also see a smattering of other guards and things like that. You will see that there are paths here that lead somewhere else, and paths here that lead further. So this goes to the supply part of the camp, and this goes towards the cave part of the camp.
Campbell is like the Inquisitor. Okay.
Yes, and this is the Inquisitor.
Oh, we don't know their name.
You don't know his name, but you see him.
Yeah,
I mean, you
that
recognize
is
his
the
face
person.
now.
Sure. Okay.
Is there like boxes that I can look at to see if they have any markings?
There are plenty of barrels and crates and supplies. Some of them are marked, some of them are not. The ones that are marked with the markings of the appropriate faith that they represent. So you see that there are some that are marked with the mark of glory, some that are marked with Videric, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Is there any like around the Inquisitors? Like, does he have like specific markings?
You don't know. And he's not just there the whole time. He moves about the camp. And then he does training sessions, and then he,
Does he seem to be like frequenting this big tent a bunch?
He goes in there a lot and comes out, but
Okay.
he moves around because he's busy.
Right. Of course. Right. Okay. Okay.
Is still active construction ongoing?
Yes, but this is what they've built so far.
I would assume it's like they're still building up these like walls and stuff here, or are they
Yeah.
doing something elsewhere? Okay.
They're doing stuff everywhere. Like they're building an encampment.
Okay.
So there's a jumble. There is a very busy activity of
There is
just
a
general
sufficient amount of
workers
activity
and-
that one might be able to slip through if one's disguise or one's skills are sufficient.
Yeah. So basically, beside the big tent, a worker can move almost freely within the encampment. Because in the big tent, what should we do? It would have no business in the big tent, but everywhere else is like reasonable to be here.
Yeah, though obviously no. We probably don't see any workers going in here. Like this is probably guarded. I would assume like, as a lot of the important people go here, whereas everybody else is kind of just milling about and doing things all over.
Arcadum, is this section all circled, or are there like entrances through here? Is there like a gate here that?
Oh, there's
stops...
wilderness here, and wilderness here. Yeah.
And this, there.
That's a large overhook. That's an overlook because you're in the Riverlands, and some of the areas of the Riverlands have these large hills with plateaus and like shaved cliffs in them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen like regular bluffs, not mountainous ones. But that's kind of what it is.
I can kind of.
If you know what a bluff is, that's a.
Yeah, it's kind of like
that. Might be a hard word for you non-native English speakers.
Let me see what that is.
BLUF.
So potentially we do have.
I know that it's something related to mountains.
Well, it's like a cliff, but it's
yeah.
It's like
Yeah, I know that there is a Magic the Gathering card called.
Hey, you're right.
Cascade Bus came to mind.
There is in fact several ones that have bluff on them.
Okay, so this brings up a good thing. So, do we know to the best of our abilities, as we've seen, is there like walls outside here in the wilderness, or is it just they're using the wilderness as like a natural barrier to the camp? Like they don't think anybody's going to come from this way, or I mean, I know we
the
can't.
Camp isn't fully
clean
built
there and. Oh, I see. Okay.
They're not fully
progress.
built.
They have palisades.
Right.
They have better materials, but they don't have a castle.
Oh, this is okay.
Yeah, it's not finished.
Okay.
The walls aren't complete.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that means that we don't have to have them. Okay. So we don't have to go to the main.
So, Graf, can you take a look at whether guards regularly top workers and ask them something? I try to figure out whether
I can't hear anything, so I couldn't.
No, I just try to figure out whether there is a password system.
I couldn't find that out. I couldn't find that out anyways.
Because
I can't hear what they're saying.
Yep. You can see them moving.
I think his question is: you can physically see them stopping workers.
Yeah, physically, of course.
To proceed, like a checkpoint.
But he has no way of knowing.
You can find a checkpoint.
He has no way of knowing to this point. He has no way of knowing if they are officially stopping them or they're just chatting up a buddy, or if they're asking a question. Like, there's a lot of false positives that you get there.
Yes. Yeah. But I would like to see if I can get a gauge on patrols.
Sure. Make me a perception, I guess. That should be fine.
Is this still the same day?
Yeah.
As that talk?
Ooh, not very
big
good.
Roll. Big
Hell
roll.
yeah.
You can see that the patrols are organized. They are at their weakest at the end of every 6 hours, because that is when the biggest shift change happens. And that is when the least amount of guards are active. And that period lasts approximately 30 minutes.
Is there one that would lead in the gap here, so we could sneak in and out?
Well, there's gaps all throughout the wilderness
Or
area because the place isn't built. So anywhere that has like forest in it could be an access point.
Okay, cool. Okay,
So,
that's
there
not
we go.
bad.
Presuming
That's
you have
something.
sufficient stealth and investigation to make it that. Survival to make it that.
Survival,
far.
right?
But
Yes,
presuming
we
all
have
those
2
rolls,
people drinking,
presuming those
so-
rolls are successful, yes, you can go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Makes sense. Okay. Question: the workers. Do we see where they generally
because obviously some people go on breaks and some people kind of like go and do other things, go back to their tents or whatever. Are they like stationed in these tents, or do they have a separate place that the workers are going that we know of?
It seems
or
that the
we
workers
can see
go
here?
towards the camp cave area,
The cave, okay.
Okay.
which is outside of Grev's current viewpoint until he uses it again the next day.
Okay.
Mhm. But I think. Do we need to do it another day? Because I think we have enough information to do what we need to do.
We can go in.
We don't know. See, the problem is we don't know where, because he quits there right now. He's just being busy and doing things, so he's not really. We don't know if he's living in this tent or if he's like stationed here or if he has a separate place that he's going to. Heck, he could not even be staying in this camp. He could be staying outside in a separate location that we have no idea about. That is a possibility. It's just that he comes here to do the work, So
I mean, we could wait out the day and I could just watch him and see where he goes.
except everybody else. I mean, we don't want to waste the day and just.
I mean,
do
I
it
don't
this
see
way,
any
but-
reason why you wouldn't. You already used the ability.
Right. Yeah.
Are you going to
So-
attack today? No, I don't think so.
Probably
So-
not. So yeah, let's wait another day and.
The
get
last
some
thing you
more
want to do is be impatient with this.
info. Right.
Well, no,
I'll
I
tell you
mean,
that.
I could specifically try to keep my eyes on him and see where exactly he's
Yeah,
going.
I wasn't disagreeing with that.
besides
Nobody.
No, I was trying to explain it better to the rest. Then we can figure out if he's even
as you
staying.
watch him, when the day starts to get low, you will see that he will walk this way and disappear from your
Okay.
sight.
He's in the
Okay.
camp cave.
Cool.
Okay. No. Do you want me to scout the cave, do the thing with the cave then next?
Yes. Yes.
Then we can get a better picture.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, please. Thank you, Grev.
All right.
Big up.
So next day, you guys change your GrevCam's perspective, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Early in the morning.
So, during that passing day, can we do downtime actions?
Not if you guys are actively discussing plans and all of that. I don't think so.
Mm.
Because then you'd have to
That
leave
makes
the
sense.
camp and then
Yeah,
participate.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that makes
that's
sense.
fair.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
This is war council time. There's no time to go picnic shopping.
So time.
Let's see these flowers.
But there's so many flowers. Okay, there
Yeah.
you go. Loading map.
We should have killed them at first sight.
I wasn't here to offer that option. Sorry.
Yeah, well, we try to do stuff another way.
It's all right. We work with what we got. We work with the hand that we're dealt.
We should only
Okay.
talk with friends.
All right. Let's figure out where this guy is doing.
All right.
What is he going?
Perception checks, please.
Just Grev, right?
I think just
Yeah,
Grev can
just
do it,
Grev.
yeah. Ooh, that's good.
Okay, give me a
Yeah.
second.
Hell yeah, Grev.
Okay. Rock of Ages. Alright, and this one here. That would be. Okay. That one. That one there. That one there. That one here. This one there. That one also there. Goes there. Okay. As Grev starts to investigate the area with his perception check, he will see that these are most likely the workers' camps. You will see that they are constructing different things, but you will also see that there are 2 watchtowers here that seem to be manned throughout the patrol shifts. So there's only 30 minutes every 6 hours in which there's nobody in those watchtowers. In addition, you will see, apparently, this area seems to be the Inquisitor's place that he stays, but you also will see that he is not alone.
It's gonna be the fucking quarry guy. It's gonna be the fucking quarry. It's gonna be... Please don't let it
He
be
has a
quarry
motor
guy.
boy.
Please.
What are you afraid of, Terra?
Dying. Immediate utter death. I'd rather not like the paladiniest, most paladin you've ever paladin. They fucking immediate murdering me.
I would be more anxious about the
death.
torturing things.
Painful, agonizing.
I
failure.
don't need Uber divine smite hitting me. Thank you very much. I'd like to avoid that.
The most paladin paladin ever paladined. You will see that there are approximately 4 of these individuals that seem to serve alongside him, and you will see these guys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Hell yeah.
Some of the Corvanian art.
Ooh, that looks so cool. I love it. Very cool art. Very cool art.
They were once
It's sick ass.
Mytharians, and now they are Blades of Truth.
And they are 500 years old at least.
No.
No.
No. Unless they are elves. So.
Well, maybe.
Okay, but anyway, that's what you see.
That's cool. So
You know-
they seem
you
to be
know that the
accompanying
Blades
him.
of Truth are there, and that they are.
Okay.
That there seems to be at least 2 of them always watching his back. They, unlike the other patrols, they are well trained, especially against assassination attempts. So there is no break in their guard. You suspect that if you take the Inquisitor, you're going to have to deal with at least 2 of them.
Okay. All right.
Where the 2 of them. So there's shifts between them. Between
Yes,
the 4,
but
right?
there's no downtime between them.
No.
Yeah, we have to fight them if we're gonna fight the Inquisitor, basically.
Can I lore
least 2 of
acumen them to get a little
Well,
insight on him?
This is a cave, right? So
Sure.
if we chug in a few Molotovs and seal the entrance, they will suffocate.
Good idea.
Oh yeah, we'll just blow them up.
Yeah, what?
We need that for the supplies as well.
10 out of 10 would watch that happen again.
Blowing a cave.
Hey, what
I
if,
wish we
what
could
if,
do that,
hey,
but I don't
what if
think
we blew them up?
I don't know if that's. I don't know if.
Wouldn't that be like really funny?
Fuck. I mean, like, we don't. I don't know if we could like. I don't know. I don't know if that's quite the.
18's pretty good. Let's see.
What if we just seal them in the cave?
Yeah.
Yeah, that surely.
Maybe first we will bring them some barrels of olive oil from the kitchen, and then blow them up with the barrels.
All right.
Well,
with
together
a
with the
lore acumen that is sufficient to the so the Blades of Truth that you see before you are a smaller set that is a part of the new Inquisition of Corvanus. The Inquisition of Corvanus now serves as a sort of divine mercenary group that operates agnostically in between each of the different other faiths, taking on roles such as acting as a third party between meetings of rival deities, acting as, when necessary, a police force against those that betray the law, and, well, many other such applications in that regard. Specifically, each and every member of this Inquisition possesses the ability to either impersonate a deity, use divine powers from other deities, or completely disable them with the use of doubt or other features specialized in it. Mm-hmm. So if you are a faith character, they are your counter.
I guess I don't know. I wouldn't.
I'm relaying the information.
No. I have a question, but I don't. I know damn well Ruggs wouldn't know the answer to the question, and I don't think we would have to. Does our faith in
Yes.
does our connection? Yeah. Okay. All right. I kind of figured, but I didn't. Yeah. So that'll be a bit of an issue.
Basically, if any of you chose one of the origin paths from Krovux, you're faith-based.
I see.
So we will stick to Molotovs. They burn the same way as any other human.
Sure. Okay. All right. Okay, so fighting them is going to be... Well, we knew that was going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but it definitely is going to be a pain in the ass. You said, so I assume the path up here is what connects up to that other area, Arcadum?
Yeah,
that's the camp.
That's
camp.
That's good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So this would be another entrance then, and there you said there is the gap here.
This is another entrance. Yeah, this is like their south gate.
I see.
Now there is the gap in the guards here.
Only once every 6 hours
30
for
minutes.
30 minutes.
Right.
As per all the other patrols.
We have a very short window to do this, if we can time it right. Does Grav see people?
Is there any markings on these boxes that I can see?
Same as the others. Some are marked, some aren't.
Okay, that's good for us.
Does Grav see any carts or supplies being moved in as he's watching through this gate?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Okay.
Hunters come back.
A couple times.
Yeah.
Okay. Do they seem to stop with the guards, or are they just allowed in, or how does that work? Like, what can we see from that?
They are not.
If
stopped.
we use the gap,
they're not stopped. Okay.
But if we use the gap in the timing, we can just get in. I wanted to make sure we had that gap here.
Presuming you're not noticed by other people.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Right.
The guards are going through a guard shift. That doesn't mean they aren't actively guarding it. It just means they're distracted and that there's less of them. That doesn't mean that nobody's watching. That's not what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be better for it when he uses the style.
I don't disagree. I'm just making sure you understand what.
Yeah.
So basically, I can pick one crate at a time, and I can bring those crates in that half-hour gap. But I have to do it on foot and by one at a time, right? Because we don't want to. We don't have. We have a cart, but that cart is compromised.
Why is it compromised?
How is it compromised?
Well, I don't know how distinct it is, but that were shown, that were seen at the campsite. Those guards who came with the two priests saw it.
Right, but do you have markings on your cart to like?
Yeah,
is your
well,
cart,
it's
marked.
No, I already took down the merchant sign that we painted it.
Okay, so I mean, it doesn't have to like the cart is fine as long as you don't have any markings on it. Then it's just a cart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, okay.
I mean, I'm the only reason I'm asking so many questions is because this is a camp of Inquisitors. So I would find it very unlikely that they wouldn't have a system of checking things and making sure that the right things are coming in. But I mean, if nobody's being stopped when they come in, then might be able to get a cart pass. But a cart is big and loud and noticeable, so.
I would rather bring you in one by one and put down in a group around, like, where are those crates? Like there, you have a little cover.
Yeah, or I assume this big tent where they're pooling their supplies at Arcadum? Do we know, or is that in the other spot of the camp?
They're not. That's the supply camp section. They're not pooling their supplies.
I see. Okay, so they're just moving it through here. Okay, if it comes through this way. Okay.
Okay, so please grab look at those workers and memorize their outfits.
Yeah, do the worker? I guess that's a good point. Do we have do the workers have a notable like marking or like attire to them, or are they just kind of mismatched, like just basic clothes?
They don't have a uniform, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. Okay, so do we want to look? Do we want to take another day to look at the other part of the camp, or do we want to just use what we got now and just kind of formulate a plan off of this?
Well, if we get in and start fires, I believe the best thing would be that really to find a cart, even our own cart, and just park it before the entrance and throw Molotovs in the cave. or use the car or firebomb. Sorry, we don't have Molotovs, we have firebomb. Sorry, that idea just sticked in my mind. I can get it out.
My man is dedicated. What if we used Molotov cocktails? Wouldn't that be
firebombs?
sick?
We have firebombs, not Molotovs.
Yes, those are very different.
Yes.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
What's happening?
Molotov cocktails. Molotov cocktails.
He didn't miss much.
Again?
Again?
Exactly.
Okay, so okay. Quick question. Does Grev notice any workers going into this cave?
No.
Okay. All right. So we can't put. I was thinking if they were, we put the crate in here, and that'd be. But no, if they're not able to, then we have to get in this way. Are there guards? Are there the Bleach of Truth? Are there some stationed out here, or did we just see them going in and out?
They're going in and out.
Or just going in.
There
and
doesn't
out,
seem to be an active guard. They go wherever the Inquisitor is.
I see. So honest.
Okay, in the time that the shifts begin to change in the interval of 30 minutes that they are distracted, does any supplies come through in that time? Any cards
not on a schedule, no. Maybe if you're lucky. That would be a luck roll, essentially.
Okay. No, but I mean that we've seen.
That you've seen, no. That has not happened, so it's not a common occurrence.
Okay. But it would be out of norm if we were to go with a cart in that time interval.
What are you asking? Sorry.
It would be weird to the cart to pass through in that time.
I can't answer that I can't give you confidence in your decision.
Yeah,
because you didn't see it happen. Does that mean that it would be unusual? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, it would be random chance. Things do come through. The items are not delivered on a set schedule every day. The only thing that's set to the schedule is the patrol shifts and changes. Those are the only things that are on a schedule.
We have a cart with like 30 supplies or something like that. We emptied 3 crates. You kobolds go into the crates, and we have a reasonable amount of supplies on the top of you that if they want to investigate, they will only see the crates with the supplies and not with the kobolds. Either that, or I can pick you up one by one and buy crates.
The cart isn't a terrible idea, but also, I don't know. We might have to sacrifice it because I don't know if we're to get out. I don't know if we're gonna have to. We might just have to fucking book it. You know what I mean?
If we get the cart in, then he's staying there.
Yeah, but we could use the cart to move all the 3 of us in, and maybe we could we no, because Kildress has a tail now, so that's a little hard to disguise.
Disguising a tail is easier than disguising a kobold's height.
That's true. Because you can have Keldris in with you to help you move the crates off.
The other problem is that Keldris is a giant, and by definition is going to catch people's eye.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, disguising size is not easily done.
Not easy.
Do we notice any non-human? I imagine there's a lot of different.
There are no
like,
giants,
creatures.
if that's what you're asking.
Okay, yeah, that was the So you would definitely know. She would definitely notice.
She's gonna stand out. She's a giant,
Okay.
and so would Drask. Not just because he's
Right.
a giant.
Well,
size,
yeah,
because
he's also a fucking lizard.
fucking lizard man.
Yeah, we didn't even try to.
We didn't. Drask is not. We love you, Drask, but you're not stealthing into this. That's not happening.
No. I'm fine. I'm just putting my cloak.
So
Yes, no one will see it's me.
okay,
The
so
giant lizard man.
a plan, an idea. I would think, right? We could move the crates over towards this area right here, kind of stage them here.
Yeah.
You have to get out. You're probably gonna have to park the cart somewhere and find out where you can park a cart, and then you because I don't know if you're gonna be able to. I don't think we should set fire here. I think if we're gonna set fire, we'd have to be in the other camp outside of this area, so that it draws people away from this area to go over there to help with that, right?
Yeah.
Which means it's gonna take a bit for you to get from there back to us, right? And we have Drask and Douglas, and Keldris out here, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then
Well,
you have to be over here.
I can set fire in other parts of the camp, but then I will be completely cut out from you. It will take me a good time to get back to you. Certainly not a few rounds.
Right.
Well,
Right.
can't you prepare multiple disguises?
Yes.
You set
Yes, I
the fire
can.
with one
So I
disguise,
can be a
then change
worker.
your
I can
disguise.
switch to a Runeterian soldier. I can switch to basically any basic units. So I may be arriving with the reinforcements if they send a brigade to.
That's why you could prepare a disguise to set the fire with, and then
Yeah,
you
switch to
change
a different
disguise,
one.
and then you can.
Yeah, but
Then
it
change
will
it.
take time.
No, because
So-
yours doesn't take time because you took the thing that lets you do it as a you spend 8 or what is the hell is it? The timing for you is different now. Most people
Yes.
you can't do it on the fly, but for
did you take
can do it
second
on the
phase?
fly.
Yes, he did.
I took that.
No, then you can.
I
just,
don't have to spend time to.
Then
switch
you just
between
switch
these
it. Yeah, and you can have a number of disguises equal to your spirit. So
Yeah, so three.
Yeah, so you could have
So that will be enough. That's enough. Okay.
Okay. So you disguise so we can do it this way. So you have a worker peasant disguise, right? Somebody
Yep.
who's not going to be noticed driving a cart in to get supplies off. Then you have to go up to the kitchen in the camp supply area, set the fire,
Yeah.
change into like a guard or somebody else, run from the fire, which is going to that'll be an interesting thing. But you can
and scream
try
my
and
lungs out that there's a fire.
in the panic of everything, run to go like get help. Be like, hey, there's a fire, there's a fire.
Yeah,
Exactly. Run back to this area, and then we do it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like we could do it that way. The only problem is that once we start the fire, even if it's during the shift break, like people are going to be alerted because it's like a big thing. So I don't know. I'm not sure how it's going to be really up to chance of how many guards and how many people are around here doing things if they continue. I mean, not all of them are going to stop what they're doing because a fire is happening. You know what I mean? Because it's not. From what we've seen, they cordoned off parts of these sections of camp so that if a fire does happen, that it doesn't spread to the entire freaking thing. For what I could assume. But the whole point of the fire is to get the attention away from something else. Now, how smart this fucking Inquisitor is, he could see right through this. Who knows? He's a smart freaking guy. He didn't get this position for nothing. But I would say, that we once the fire starts and the panic starts is when we strike. As soon as that happens, we just fucking pop out. I can rush in and we go for him if we know he is. But we need to know that he's in here. That's the other issue, is that we have to wait until he's in this position where there's the least amount of people around him. But that'll unfortunately be when he's most surrounded by his blades, because they accompany him everywhere. So they're gonna be in here. So this is very not a good thing, but it's honestly the best I can think of. You're fast enough too to where you have a shit ton of MR, so you could you at 7, so you can move 28 squares a turn. Oh no, we're level 3, so you can move 30 something a turn. So 36 something
35
a turn, 35 a turn. Sorry, 35 a turn. So you can move really fast if you use all your AP to move every round. So getting to us is actually not that bad of a thing, but it will take time. It'll probably take at least... I'm guessing around 3 rounds of movement based on the length of this, from what I can see. About 3 rounds, maybe.
We don't stage the attack until we have everybody here. That's the point of contact.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying, is that it's going to take time for him to get to here, even though he's fast. So...
Yeah. Well, it won't matter... It won't... If he's like we won't worry about round per se, but we wait till he gets back to start the attack.
Okay. However, I mean, I imagine when Drask and Kildris and Douglas and all them, when they see the fire, the smoke from the fire that they go in is the idea.
No, they should wait however long it would take for him to get back to here. So however long that will be, then they come in, and if they can try to sneak past the.
So how are they gonna know? I mean, I guess they'll know what the disguise is. Arcadum would
we can discuss that in advance. Well, I will be a Runeterran knight that will have a
specific piece of
left pauldron. Half of my left pauldron will be marked with green paint
or something. Yeah, something you can stand out. Okay.
You missed the thing that I said. Arcadum, how long would it take for him to light the fire and then come back here?
He doesn't know.
Arcadum can be.
Like, the problem with all this is that you guys are operating off of first of all, a presumption that you'll be able to precisely keep track of that time. You don't have watches. And number two, no plan survives contact with the enemy. Like, what if he talks to someone? What if someone stops him? And then you can't time that because he's not there. So you have to have some kind of...
They will see the black smoke rising.
Yes, they'll see the smoke, but when are they going to see the smoke? If you get waylaid and then they see the smoke and then they start, then you start off kilter. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's like, and then what if they fail the perception check to see the smoke? Are you guys going to do this in the day? Are you going to do it at night?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of things that this could fall apart. So
definitely a sign of some sort.
Yeah,
Well,
you need a
I
signal.
mean-
A signal that's dependable. And then you have to hope the person giving the signal isn't waylaid.
Right.
So,
Does any of us have magic and/or abilities that could do such a thing? I probably do not. I don't think I do.
Does Douglas have any kind of spell that would be able to make a signal?
Oh yeah, good Douglas.
let me check.
You could put an inscription.
We have to be hurt for that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Does he have a spell that would help with that? Let me check his abilities. Maybe he has something in his abilities.
As a caster, can he like dismiss an inscription?
No.
Okay.
Once you put it on somebody, it's on them. And if you put an inscription on somebody, the inscription can be detected. And since he is a divine follower of Krovix in a white pantheon encampment full of priests, the capacity for them to detect that inscription goes up dramatically. So, there's that. Let me see here. Where is Douglas? There he is. Let me look at his shit again. Blast, protect, intrusion, power, doesn't have anything there. What do you have? Skills.
Maybe a sign must be something that only we can detect, so it's not like shooting in the air. Because that's
we
loud.
would want it to be subtle.
Oh, that's right. He has hourglasses.
It does?
Yeah, he has hourglasses. I forgot he has hourglasses. Well, that could help. You could at least time your shit.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay. It's not bad. But
He only has two, so...
Right. It would be probably one for
Hold on.
Douglas to keep, and then that would help with the timing of making sure we do it within the period where the guards are least prepared. But as for them knowing to go in,
That was an unfortunate voice break, but that was still pretty funny.
Unfortunate.
Go in. That was pretty funny. Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
I hope that glory guy doesn't find us.
Fuck. He's scary.
His hourglasses. How much time does it take for one?
They tick
one
down
side
30
to go?
minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, me.
What do we see?
No.
Sorry, good job, me. 30 minutes? That's the same as their window.
Hey!
I totally fucking meant that. Good
Convenient. That's convenient.
Look at
that.
Look at this conveniently placed device.
Look at this conveniently placed hourglass. That counts down at half-hour increments.
Yeah.
Woo!
Just follow the yellow pen.
Yeah, we need to figure out a way for the. Anybody have any ideas on how we can signal to them to come in? I mean, because we could try and rely on them seeing the smoke, but
That's why.
There's also one
Isn't that
more.
what we would use the hourglasses for? Just to flip them both at the same time?
Yeah, that's what it do. You flip them both at the same time, and then you'd start.
Yeah, you go.
And then when it runs out, that's when you initiate the attack. That way, the attack initiates no matter what, and you just hope that people are in position at the right time.
In position, right.
Yeah. There's also one more thing that can be done. Douglas does have a 3rd level spell in which he could try to gather more information off of.
Okay. What is that spell and what does
He
that
has
entail?
Beseech the Dreaming.
Ooh, okay. What does that do?
It specifically allows him to reach into the collective dream and ask a number of yes or no questions equal to his spirit about the immediate future or a nearby truth. The dream answers honestly to the best of
And he wasn't able to use that before we discussed things with the priests.
Well,
No,
semantics.
because
That's done with.
The reason he didn't is because it's full of priests. They can detect the spell.
Yeah.
But if we're going to attack anyway,
As soon as we cast magic,
as soon as he uses a 3rd level spell that allows him to divine on them, if they have any protections, they will immediately go off.
Right.
That is true.
So
that
that's why
forces.
that's what I'm saying. That's why he says he could do this.
But he hasn't because he doesn't want them to know that we're planning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, if he's doing that, we can almost be sure that some forces will be drawn or dispatched from the camp to look at the source.
That's why I was asking if you guys wanted me to do it.
Not. Yeah.
He's also a blue caster, so he has specialization in it. So he gets the more powerful version of it, which means he can ask for subjects that are beyond the normal knowledge, such as things that they have never personally encountered. So that means he could learn if there's another Inquisitor that you guys don't know about, or some other shit. There's certainly a reward that's worth the risk, but it is a risk. So
I say we save that for the end. I say we take a look at the.
I will have a question.
Camp.
So, what are the parameters of like casting the spell? Is it instantaneous, or is it like a ritual spell, or is it like how does that work? Does he have to do it at a specific time?
He just casts it.
It just happens. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He could cast it in the middle of battle if he really wanted to.
If we need to, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? No. Well, I mean, could we? But what we would need to figure out what we would need to ask, and if there's a reason to use that spell. Because if we're gonna cause a distraction and fire and shit, like that could add to the confusion of like, okay, now there's a fire, and then now there's magic detection going off, like something's happening. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that would work in our favor or not, though. I'm not sure about that. Well, let's kind of iron out the kinks of what's going on. So we're gonna have Dell come in with his cart from this southern entrance, and he's gonna move up towards this tent over here. Let's say to the big tent over here, and he's gonna offload supplies from the cart, which would be us, into this area where there are things gathered.
Well, not only you, but a few other crates as well.
Sure. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, like one or two other crates to kind of mingle in. But you need to. Are the kobolds all going to be in one crate, or is it going to be 3 crates of a single kobold in each one?
I vote for 1 kobold per crate.
1 kobold per crate. Okay.
Because that way I can, put normal supplies on the head of you. So that if someone glances in the crate, they will only see supplies and not kobolds.
Okay. So he moves each of the crates down, right? And then he parks his cart, hopefully nearby, maybe up here, and kind of ties it down, right? Goes up through the camp, goes to the supply camp, goes to the kitchen cart,
Yeah.
Hopefully, all of this is while being unnoticed. Now, if he gets stopped, then we'll figure out that in a second. But the broad strokes of it would be he goes to the supply camp through whatever means he needs to do that. Goes to the kitchen cart, finds either flammable supplies or things that are being kept near there or inside, and lights them on fire without being noticed. Then he moves back and gets to here, runs back as a guard,
Yeah.
informs us that it's go time, and then we spring out and run in and try.
You
and
will
kill
hear
the
me
guy.
scream, because I will scream that there is a fire in the...
Okay, so we wait until you come down screaming, "There's a fire! There's a fire!" Okay, and that's our signal to get out. And that would be the point. Hopefully, when now are we gonna start this? Are we gonna start these fires like when the guard shift happens, or are we waiting until like? Are we waiting until like the start of that? Or are we waiting while it's in the middle of that? Like, what's the timing of this that we're wanting to do?
Well, we start at when they start the change of guards,
Right.
and I will try to, and we will try to do it in 15 minutes, so that
Okay.
We will be exactly at the middle, at the time point
So
where
once
all
that-
of the guards
once-
will be at their farthest.
Okay, so once that starts, we have these guys try and count out 15 minutes ish, or like a rough amount of time, and then when that time's up, they come in. Is what we're wanting to do.
Well, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because they could also watch for when like the hub and bustle of this happens, because people are going to react to a fire happening. Okay. Now, as for you getting to the supply section, what is your story for why you're going there? Because
I
people are
just
gonna
pick up
ask
a
you
crate
why.
and I just pick up a crate and walk.
Okay, are you going to pick up like a supply crate from your cart?
Yeah,
and move it?
a real supply
Okay.
crate. Yeah.
So general cooking supplies and or like spices and herbs and shit like that.
Yeah,
That
we can arrange a specific crate for that. We have enough
Okay.
things in the cart.
Okay, that would give you plausible deniability to go over there.
Yeah. I'm just resupplying the kitchen with some utensils.
Yeah, you were told by some.
By the new guy who came with the cart. By the guy who came with the cart.
We need
Yeah,
to
you
have somebody you can, because if somebody does stop you, we need to have a story for you to not be seen as suspicious. So you could say that there is some kind of foreman or some kind of logistics personnel, somebody like a quartermaster. You spoke to one of the quartermasters in charge of that area of the camp.
It's very easy to find a quartermaster and verify my story. If we get to that point that I'm accompanied by a guard and questioned by a guard.
This is if this happens. If
this happens, I need a deniable person to refer to, someone who is already out of the camp.
Right, but we don't know that. That is the problem. Is we don't know their.
Yeah, I was
listening.
told by the new guy who just came in, and if they escort me back to show me the guy, I will say that he probably already left.
Okay, and if they don't believe you, I mean, you could show them the crate, I guess.
Well, I can be fucked in many different ways.
Yeah. I'm kind of trying to get a little bit of like let's get a bit of a pre-plan, like, and not obviously like luck and circumstance is gonna fuck us over really badly, but we can try and prepare for that as best as we can. So the hope is that we don't get stopped, but if you do get stopped, then you just say you were told by your specific quartermaster. You have a quartermaster that you report to, right? Because that's usually for moving these supplies. That you were told to bring these specific cooking supplies to the part of that camp. Seems easy enough to me, but whether or not they go with that, I have no idea. But we don't have the information to make it any more like valid. So you move those supplies to that encampment
Once again,
part.
we could look at the supply part of camp, and then we can we can find a specific spot that he could say that they have to go.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay. If we want to wait another day for that works. Okay. If everybody
So
else
did you
is
hear
cool with
that part?
waiting another day.
Did you hear the part when I said that I don't know anyone's name in the camp and nobody knows me in the camp? So
Yeah.
if we try to find a specific guy, I will be busted so fast.
No. We're scrying to
But
see.
if you say a specific spot that you were told to put it, that gives it more validity.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's true. Yeah,
Classic.
we could give it.
Just following orders, sort of thing.
Let's follow orders, man.
Yeah, because nobody ever questions them.
Nobody questions anything.
Yeah. Also, I can say that I'm just following orders. I'm doing this 25/7, and I'm just gazing.
Like, I'm
doing
sorry,
it.
my
I'm
lord.
doing this.
I don't quite.
It's on autopilot, and I don't remember exactly.
I'm trying to just get the day's wages done and move on with myself.
I'm sorry, my lord. I'm losing my
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I have a wife and two
I'm a little
children.
nervous, my lord. It's
I never quite. I'm still getting used to coming out all this way. Yeah, okay. Just make it. You're the new guy. Fucking act like a new guy. All right. Let's look at. Oh, okay. Are we wanting to wait another day to look at the supply part of the camp? This is a question for everybody else. Do we want to take another day to do it?
From our previous days, would we know? We would know more because a bunch of days that we used whilst watching the White Pantheon.
We are
have-
around the deadline for the mission.
The mission is. It doesn't have a
We don't have a deadline, but we don't want to wait too long because
It does not
they're
have
still
a hard
building.
deadline, but the longer you wait, the worse this gets. So
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking: do we want to take another day or not? We don't have to, but if we're confident that we don't need to see the supply part of the camp and just kind of wing it at that part, then okay. But we don't know where they're keeping specific things. I mean, we're not going to know like that specifics, but we can kind of get an idea if we look.
Then I can ask another worker that where is the kitchen.
Okay.
We don't really need to know all that, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are focusing on this territory here.
Sure. Okay, so you go and you move the supplies to the supply camp. Now, how are you going to light the fire? Are you going to find? You're going to find flammable
Just a
things and
black
then. Okay. And
No,
then
no,
just-
I will pick a supply crate, chuck
Okay.
my fire bombs in it to be hidden among the other debris or the other supplies, and when I get into a part of the tent or the camp where nobody can see me, I will just pull out the firebomb and bomb.
Okay.
I switch disguise, I start running, and I start crying fire.
Okay.
Everyone's okay with that?
In
Is it fair to assume that
I wouldn't draw attention to yourself by screaming fire. I would just try to move to where to meet.
Just run, and when I'm at safe distance, maybe. But when others,
when you start.
You're gonna be when you start crying out, you're gonna draw attention to yourself. I wouldn't recommend that.
Okay.
yeah, well, maybe okay. Then I will just walk away, and when
walk
the
away and like
flames
don't
are
notice
high
anything.
enough,
Yeah.
and it's very obvious that there is a fire, I will maybe not keep quiet about it.
Just act as everybody else is doing. If you see people starting to shout and like, oh, fire, then join
Yeah,
them.
yeah, okay.
If people
Okay, I will
people don't
follow the
notice,
herd.
then don't.
I think that's a part you're probably gonna
I'll
have to play
follow
by
the
ear. So
Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a.
That's a
Okay. So now that the fire is started, fire is happening. You're in a night disguise. You're gonna come back through that other camp down to here, and you're going to come open up our crates, or tap on our crates, or signal us.
Yeah, through this gate.
Okay.
If
Now-
I can, if
Go
I'm
ahead.
stopped, I will. If I'm stopped or I'm in the verge of being busted, I will cry out that there is a fire, and you will hear that. If I'm not busted, I will just walk toward the crates, and
Crates.
let's say that I will knock with my knees 3 times on the side of the crate.
what?
Yeah, that wouldn't be suspicious at all.
What would you
Well,
do?
okay, I will
would
just kick the crate 3 times.
just knock it. Yeah, just knock on the crate
Yeah,
3
just-
times.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
there's no place like home. There's no
Okay,
place like
I will
home.
just kick the crate with my ordinary boots on my
Sure.
ordinary feet.
Okay.
Absolutely normal humans things to do when you are frustrated
Oh my
to kick some
God.
crates.
You could
Yeah, there you
as
go.
a knight, as a
Yeah, it
knight
works.
disguise.
You're like a random guard.
Maybe.
You're not a knight. You're a random guard.
Okay.
You're not a knight. You don't have
Yeah,
plate
you're
armor.
inspecting. Maybe you're inspecting it lazily.
There you go. You could be looking over what's going on, and like you're just kicking the
And
crates
I
around
also
and
think
move
at
them out
that
the way.
point, if there's a fire going on and you're kicking crates and stuff, people. I mean, like, look,
They're not.
there's a level of believability to. Hey, what are you doing right there? Like, why did you kick that? You know, it's like.
That guy right there. Get that guy. Okay. All right. So we have that part. Cool. We have now got Odon back with the 3 kobolds. Now we got to figure out how we're gonna get the other 3 to know that's when they need to go. How are we gonna do that?
And how are we going to get in without being seen?
Well, I don't think I don't know.
Kissing.
I can't think of a way you get kiss them.
Kissing?
Just go up to the gate guard, and be like, you know what, you look so fucking beautiful, man. Like,
And so
nobody's
you
ever
try,
told you
and
this.
so you try to escape kissable lips, and here we are.
Damn
I
it.
will distract them with my charcuterie board.
Excellent.
Yes, good
Stupendous.
plan.
What if I
Okay.
throw some firebombs into the cave?
Why would
Oh my god.
That'll get their attention,
What is-
won't they?
what is
That's your signal.
what is
Why not throw a firebomb at a watchtower and set it on fire? I don't know, like something. I think you should use the hourglasses to decide when the other
Yeah,
people
the
attack, since they
yeah.
have the
So
hourglasses.
That's the
yeah,
best.
that works. Okay, so we time it so that when the guard shift starts is when Odon is going in, because that gives him plenty of time to go and do this. That's a half an hour to do that. By the time he's back, it'll be, or you know, I guess we offset it so that like the halfway mark of the 30 minutes is the 15-minute mark. So that way we have 15 minutes to get Drask and them to get in, and us to get out with Odon to go into the cave to go fight him. Because once he dies, once the Inquisitor dies, the objective has technically been complete. Technically. Now, another fail-good issue we have to remember is that if Douglas dies, then we also fail the mission. So
Yeah, but
that's also something we gotta consider here.
That's a
Um,
fight thing. That's a fight.
That's
thing.
fair. That's
We
fair.
need
That's
to
fair.
we need to get there.
That's
we need to
true.
get
We
the-
do have to
the
get there,
requisite.
right? But we should keep in mind that Douglas needs to be kept alive. And
Yeah.
leave.
Okay, then how many wounds does Douglas have? Just
4.
curious. 4.
Mm.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Oh, do you mean how many
we
injuries you can
should
take before
do the
defeating
plan.
him? There's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 4.
4. Okay.
Same as us.
Okay.
Oh,
It wouldn't be the first time we'd be fighting enemies that were not on our level and not meant to be fought like this. So I think that's an okay plan. It's because once that time,
Yeah.
once the timer
Well,
runs out,
last
once
time-
the timer. Oh, go ahead.
last time we fought enemies above our levels, we draw the attention of the Inquisition to us. Now, if we kill the Inquisition, whose attention we will be drawing in?
The
ourselves?
Inquisition is going to be mad at the White Pantheon, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's who they'll be mad at. Well, they will be mad, but they'll also be like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah,
why
would they be
this
mad?
happen?
Be in the
Weird.
landing anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, maybe they will be relieved that, oh, one less problem.
We hated that guy. We were so glad that guy's gone now. That'd be
We
fucked
wanted
up.
him to fail.
That would be messed up, man. Like a sets out to the new frontier, fucking just. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
let's just do something.
So once the timer is up on the hourglass, that is the signal for when Drask and them need to come in. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Once
Cool.
the runs out, the assault begins.
The assault begins. You guys run in. I don't know if we're probably not. I mean, maybe we could make like. No, because we can't disguise. It's gonna be hard to disguise you guys. I don't know if we can do that. Yeah, they're just too big. So
I think we
Where
just
do we come
start
from?
and go
We
off
come-
with what we have.
Do we come from here or
Uh,
here? Because our my group.
They're coming from the south. Your group's coming from the south.
The south.
yeah, because there's no because if you go from the north, you have to go through the other camp to get to here.
Okay.
So you're best to come from the wilderness as much as you can, and hope to God that you don't get waylaid too much to where it. We'll figure it out. Well, it's fuck, fuck man. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be hard. All right. Well, that's the majority of the plan right there. I think. If anybody has any other ideas or things they'd like to add, and now would definitely be the time to say something. But I think it is nice that Odon is mundane and is able to disguise like this. It's kind of really good for the situation.
Well, at least we have that. At least I'm not radiating draconic energy.
Yeah, at least you're not. Yeah, at least you're not doing it magically. So that's
The one guy that doesn't have the origin.
yeah, right. Yeah, it turns out that's actually a really good thing in the situation. All right.
Everyone is a monster around me. Except me. I'm an ordinary human.
Yeah. You're not a monster.
I'm not
at
a
all.
monster.
No.
I just cut off a man's head.
Yeah. You just served a man's head to a lady.
Yeah, so I could give it to a lady that might like me. I'm not a monster. Everyone else around me is.
I'm not deranged at all.
It
No, that's
can't be me. It's the children.
I'm serious.
Tell to the priest that it was for love that I cut the man off.
It was beauty
Yeah,
that
Roger.
killed the beast.
All
right.
All right.
So you have a plan.
Anything else?
So I will.
If anybody else, any other ideas, any other thing, please say something. Even if you feel like stupid. I don't want to. I'm kind of solo head on this, just kind of off of a whim. So, if anybody has a better ideas, God, please say something.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
If we wait anymore, I will just solo the oak camp.
That's true. He could just do that. He could. You know what? Odon just strolls in and just kills the guy.
Okay. Who's
What a feat that would
controlling
be, oh god, who's the Chris, you seem kind of one of the most capable.
This is probably
like
going
from
to
Marshall.
this is probably going to lead to a combat, as is the intention, and a pretty serious one. So, if you're going to do it without Kate, then I need to know who controls Keldris.
Oh, I see. I mean, we could wait. I mean, it's up to you guys.
If you want to wait, we can. I'm just telling you what's up.
We could wait
Yeah.
for Cape.
We could
So
wait
that
for.
everyone-
I would say that's probably
the
fair.
part where the
Well, I asked Cape before our session, and he said that he's okay with fighting. It's on the secrets.
if it comes to combat and we still even have session time left, I can control Keldris.
Okay.
As you wish.
Okay.
But we also only have like 14 minutes. And
That's
we have
true.
a bunch of stuff we have to do before the combat starts.
Okay.
I'll leave it
Alright.
up to you guys.
So, yeah, we can. We can
Why
at least
don't we
prepare
just-
for it because we got to get the. We got to
Yeah,
do things
let's
before
do
we.
that.
He has to make his
Well,
disguises.
I
we
don't
have to get the
all
cart
of his
ready.
stuff done, so let's let him do that.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Well, yes, maybe I'm busted quickly, and we don't have to worry about it.
Why don't
Exactly.
we wait to start it next time? And
We're not even at the combat yet to make that decision, is my point.
yes, why don't we just
We have
call it
stuff we
here
have to
then,
do
so we have the
beforehand.
whole do both?
So we
Because
could
there's
spend
a-
next session during the combat and not use that session time to do something
Yeah.
that we could have done now.
Yeah. Well, just let's go through
All right.
the
We'll do it
plan
this way.
and
Plan time. Here we go.
okay.
Grab
So
you guys.
I will
bam.
prepare
Hold
my
on.
disguises.
Grabbing that. Go ahead and make your spirit tests for those disguises. Designate the. I need a designated modifier.
Only
for
only
each
one roll, or
I need one roll for each
each
disguise,
one.
and I need to know what your total is on each disguise, so I know its potency and effectiveness.
okay. Well, my basic DC with second phase is 20.
You need to roll still.
Okay.
Okay, so this is my worker disguise.
Worker
That's the
disguise.
worker
Got
disguise.
it. Please say what they are before you
There's the
roll.
worker. Yeah, well, in the order that I mentioned. So first the worker disguise.
Okay.
The second will be the guard disguise.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And the last one will be another but different worker disguise. How about that?
I would do another guard disguise just in case.
Another guard.
Like if we think the worker, if we think
You
that first
don't
worker
know
is
what the
we're
results of your checks are in character. Why would you have two guard disguises?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
fair
two
enough,
workers
fair
is
enough.
best
fair enough.
in either
Okay.
way.
So another worker.
All right.
Okay.
I am a very good worker.
Worker A, worker B, guard disguise.
And I don't know that.
All right.
Worker A, worker B, and a guard disguise. Got it. Put those down
Yep.
here so I can reference them again next session. Here we go. The plan. Okay.
The plan. TM.
The plan.
Attack. Okay. Here we go.
Okay. I will ask for Caldris to give me the two fire bombs she has,
Disguises.
so
That
that
should be
I will have five. I will have 5 fire bombs.
That's fine. I'm sure that'll be fine.
23. Worker B, 22. 13. Plus 5. CP. Modifier. Okay. Setting position, you are going to infiltrate delivering supplies. Yes, that's your intended plan.
Yep.
And then you are going to try and move the kobolds in as crates.
Mm-hmm.
On
Okay.
a cart with multiple crates and
Got it.
above every
All right.
kobold.
Where are you getting the crates?
On the back of the cart.
We should still have. We probably need to get.
You don't have crates.
Yeah.
We don't have crates.
No.
So
we
what
don't have
are the
crates.
supplies then?
Not the
They-
kind that we're needing.
They're in bundles, and you never bought actual crates, which are additional containers. Why would
Okay,
you
do
buy
we have
crates if you're
sacks?
going to use the supplies yourself if they're in bundles?
Right.
Do we have packs?
You have the
Like grain
supplies that
sacks
you have
or-
the supplies that are in bundles, but they're not big enough to contain a kobold.
But his tradable goods have been in crates?
Well, which tradable goods are we talking about? How much burden were they? Are they a sufficient amount of burden to equal a kobold?
It was 2 tradable goods,
Then
each
no.
worth 3 burden, I believe.
Then no, because 3 burden the kobold couldn't fit and breathe.
Well, how about you just hide among all this stuff, or maybe one of you or all the
So
three
we
of
hide
you
it.
can.
So we hide in the cart. Is what you're saying? Underneath all like
Douglas
these, like
suggests
piles
that
of
someone
or-
goes back to Kazor's Landing and travels for a day to buy some crates.
Oh,
Would the party like to
forgot
do
how far
that
we-
simple thing?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do
Okay.
that. I thought
The party goes
I
back
thought we were-
to Kazor's Landing, spends 2 days to buy their crates so that their plan can actually succeed. Douglas will pay for it.
Yay.
Sick.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Okay.
Party gets back. Grav
Yay.
uses his cam to make sure nothing major has changed. Nothing major has changed. Okay.
Okay.
Parties. So, kobolds are being placed inside of a crate. Yes? Each one?
Yes.
Yep.
Each. crate,
Okay.
yeah.
How are you closing the
I
crate?
will pile some crates on the top of the kobolds crates.
How are you closing the crate?
And I also
How are you closing it?
okay.
Would
I
we be
close them
able
and
to-
I will pile some shit
Okay.
on the kobolds inside the crate. So if someone opens them and just take a superficial glance on it, they will see that these crates are full of supplies.
How are you closing the crates?
Okay.
With nails, alchemical seals?
Well,
Are you
I
just
will
putting a
close
lid
them
on
with,
top of them?
No, with a few nails, but weak enough to be easily
All right. Sounds good to me.
pushed out by even kobolds.
All right. You put the kobolds
Okay.
inside. Kobolds, what are your vigors? Please put them in your chat, please.
The notes are Foundry.
In Foundry. Or, I guess, notes in
Yeah, we'll do.
in Discord. That's fine. I just need to know what your vigor modifiers are to know how much air you can hold your breath for.
Fire herd.
Well, one of us will be fine, probably.
I mean, crates are made of planks, no?
Yeah, but it's
planks
you
are
have
not
to seal
airtight.
them. You have to seal
You're
them.
sealed.
though,
Yeah.
because
Planks are not
happens.
airtight.
That's why I was asking if you're going to seal them. If you're going to nail them so they can be pushed up, they're still going to be closed. They're not going to get a lot of oxygen in there. They're not going to be open, because if they were open, then that would defeat the entire purpose, because people could just look inside the crates.
No, but there are cracks and there are some distance, a few centimeters of
Yes,
distance
I
between
agree. I'm not
the
saying it's
plank and the-
alchemically sealed. Have you ever been put in a confined space and trying to breathe a sufficient amount of oxygen? It's not going to happen.
Actually, you will look a little strange to me, but I can say that yes, I was in that situation. The player, and okay, let's not get into that.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we will just have to deal with the breathing.
Yeah.
0. Oh boy, we're gonna. Oh boy, great. Okay.
All right, sick. Okay, establish that. Kobolds loaded into crates.
Hey,
All right, sick.
Trojan kobold.
Great. Can we move our tokens together?
Hold on, I'm setting the map.
No, because I don't have.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Just chill. We got it. It's good.
I'm guessing that Skrix summons before we do all this. Summons Snippy in.
He's been here. He just hasn't been on the map. He's gonna hang back with you guys because he's a fucking alligator.
Yeah, I didn't think Snippy was a part of the stealth plan.
We can put Snippy in a box.
Huge crate of. What's that? That's just a new
It's my
couch.
pet. It's for Snippy.
It's
He's just.
Do you want to
hanging
pet
out
it?
with you guys.
It's
Staring
just
and
very much for your hand.
intensely. But that's it.
He's a follower of Ruth there. He has a little paper mache like Rutharian symbol around his neck.
Yes, the faith of someone.
They'll believe, they'll
Inside of-
trust. It'll work.
Actually, he was a pug before it was blessed by Runeterras. Now he looks like that.
Okay. All right, sick. We've got them in the crates. You're pulling the cart. What are the positioning
Yeah.
of these three? Where are you going to be on the map?
How close can they get without, or how close would they be able to be able to look into here? Could they be up here, or would they be noticed if they were over here?
Say again?
I said, would they be noticed if they were up over here in this area, or
Anywhere on the map? Anywhere on the map's going to cost them a stealth check. If they're outside of the map, the minimum amount of time that they can respond is 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
So, do you guys want to risk stealth to be there faster, or do you want to risk 10 minutes?
What are y'all's stealth bonuses? Drask and I don't know what Keldris is.
Stealth is, I think mine is 0.
Stealth.
Yeah.
It's Grace or Initiative. What's Keldris's Grace or Initiative, Arcadum? Stuff.
I think Keldris actually has initiative.
Well, let's see how our autistic ass bounce back from the first obstacle we encounter.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was muted. Fuck.
Okay.
Keldris has +2 initiative, which is a +2 bonus. Douglas has no stealth bonus at all. So, risk stealth or not risk stealth, your choice.
It would take us 10 minutes to get into the map, right?
If you want minimum amount of time it would take you to get to the camp without having to make any stealth checks is 10 minutes.
Start back here. See, go all the
At
way.
that point, the fire distraction would be useless, so I feel like it would have to be
Stealth.
They have to.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stealth roast, the first part of our plan, is actually useless.
Okay. Then I think we should stealth. All thing will work.
Sadly, we don't have anybody who can help out with this, making this easier. So it's gonna be straight RG.
Straight
Hell
stealth?
yeah.
Alright, let's roll it.
Yeah.
I'll roll for Keldris. Initiative.
Oh boy.
And I'll roll for Douglas.
Okay.
Initiative. 16.
Hey.
So
not bad.
Average.
We have a reroll if we want it, don't we? It's a new day.
It's a new day, but he isn't anywhere near them.
It's for. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's for. It would be.
Yeah, I'm with the kobold.
Alright.
And I may also need that reroll.
So 15. 15 stealth average, not bad. Where do you want to go?
Doesn't Snippy have to roll stuff as well?
Snippy is an animal.
Okay.
So
Fair. I would say probably.
look,
up
somebody
here
might
would
be like, "Is that a gator?" But
Riverland.
I'm willing to give
Riverlands.
I'm willing to give a little grace for the fact that
Oh,
an
okay.
animal is in the wilderness.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
All right. I would say up here probably would be the best
Right
because
there?
because if they go,
It is higher
let's
ground,
be-
gives you a better look. You
Mhm.
might be able to see things
Yeah.
as they happen. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right, listen up. To those of you in the crate, an average small person of approximately child size consumes an amount of CO2 equivalent to the 720 liters of air in an average crate size. If it is a packed crate but is not completely sealed, you're going to recover an amount of air equivalent to about 20 liters per cubic foot, which essentially means you have 5 hours before I have you start making rolls in which heroic fortitude comes into play, which is when vigors happen. So, once you reach 5 hours, you're going to have to start making rolls in order to not go unconscious from lack of proper oxygen.
Roger that.
Well,
Ain't the first time I've done this kind of shit.
benefits of being itty bitty.
Well, being smaller is
A
it's
benefit. In this case.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of negligible though? Because I mean, you're still be in a confined space. You know, if you were, I guess if you were bigger, then it would be.
more room
Bigger,
for the
bigger
oxygen
people,
to be.
bigger
Needs to be
people require
more.
more oxygen to fuel their
fair.
bodies.
That's
than
fair.
Smaller
That's
people.
fair.
And there's less room for oxygen because they're big.
That too.
That's true. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, that's the calculation. 5 hours, more or less. I mean, it's not all super precise because I don't have the materials that you put in there. And at some point this becomes hand waved anyway. So it's 5 hours is your time limit for you to start making checks. That could become important. So that's why I wanted to make sure that everyone understood what it was.
If we make it to 5 hours, there's an issue.
Well, things could
wrong somewhere.
Could happen. Could happen.
Of air. Oh, I should add this in that you made the nails loose. Nails are loose, so average DC to open crate from inside.
Okay.
Alrighty. Looks like the parameters of the plan are set.
Oh boy.
Shall you tip your hourglasses and begin the countdown?
I think so. I think unless anybody else has anything else we want to talk about now before we do it.
No. That's good, maybe.
No.
Okay. All right. Let's get it done. Let's kill an Inquisitor. God, this is gonna go so wrong. I can't wait for this to go so wrong.
What wizard? We need to kill a troll now. I paid attention.
Your confidence is disturbing. Anyway.
Has an Inquisitor ever won a fight? Let's be honest.
Oh God.
You won't believe how many people that have been killed by the Inquisition.
I'm sure this is gonna go fucking swimming.
Quite a bit, in fact, you might say.
Yeah.
They have a good KDA.
I don't think that's true.
Good
Yeah,
KDA,
well, it's
good
time
KDA,
to return the
good KDA.
favor.
All right. Odon begins to approach with his cart laden with supplies.
Yeah.
Which worker disguise are you in?
The first.
So A? Worker A? Okay.
What I wrote for the first.
So worker A? Yeah.
Worker A. Yes.
All right,
This
got
is what he said. Yes.
All right, here we go. Let's do this.
Okay. I will not do anything out of the ordinary.
Play a little something here. Let's do.
The less you have to talk, Odon, the better. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The less you talk,
Out of character is turned off right now.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
All right. Odon, as you pull your cart forward and approach the gate, you will see the following things. You will see two knights bearing the visage of glory on their breastplates. You will also see a movement of shadows within the watchtower above. As you begin to approach, perception. The guards will see you approach, and this one will nod at you, and will step to the side with this one as the cart enters. Shadows will watch from above. Perception. Perception. Okay. All right. When you enter this part of the camp, you will see that there are workers moving about. You will also see that there are an assortment of other individual priests and servants of the White Pantheon that seem to be moving about.
That invoker that's really funny art. I love it.
I will try, on the roads, which road has, wheel marks?
All of them.
Okay.
Which way do you go?
Then I will just follow the plan.
The middle
So
road.
straight.
Well, from my position, what seems to be the most ordinary route to park with my supplies.
You don't see any other carts parked from your current position.
Okay, so there is enough space to park without causing disturbance.
Well, probably next to this other cart.
A little further than that.
Okay, like here. Oh, sorry, like here, or are you want to go further up? Because here's where the carts are parked, but there's obviously you can keep going if you want.
Okay. I will try to keep going and
Okay.
park at where we planned originally.
As you start to move the cart ahead, you'll see this individual will turn and they will say, "Oh, fresh victuals."
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
Fresh what? Sorry, I wasn't hearing that clearly.
victuals, food.
Oh, then I will reply. Oh, well, mostly utensils. So, well, not really. Sorry.
You'll see he'll kind of nod. That's unfortunate. He'll step to the side so that you can move past him.
Okay. So I will try to park here.
Hold on.
And
there's more to see.
Okay.
You will see these individuals discussing something in the cave mouth's threshold. You will also see these two knights, and then you will also see where is it? You will see this one, I think. No, it's this one. Let me go grab it. That's the wrong spot. I don't know why it's in there. Okay. You will see this individual.
Oh. They are on the way?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will drive to a respectful distance and I will just stop the cart and say nothing.
Would you like to make a perception check to listen in on this?
No, I will look straight on the road. No, sir.
Okay, so you stop there and look straight ahead, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I will wait if the women and the knight get
After you wait a
what I
moment,
want to do.
you will
So.
see she turns and she gives a small gesture of apology and will slowly drag herself here as this knight helps her.
Okay. Ah.
Do you continue forward?
No. Well, I will get down from the cart and we'll start to unload supplies.
This guy will walk up and will
To
say,
that area.
you
Yeah.
can't park there.
Oh, really? Oh,
Blocking the road.
okay, so where can I park?
Parking's for the cars.
Okay, just let me.
At the front gate. Should have seen them when you entered.
Yeah, I just wanted to, park a little closer to the entrance because I will have to
Yeah, I
bring the
understand.
supplies.
Probably lots of stuff to carry, but they're really particular about these things.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I don't want to cause any trouble. I will turn the cart around and will park to the designated place. And while I turn the cart around, under the disguise of turning the cart around, I will try to do a perception check and a social acumen if I can.
Start with perception.
Okay. Okay.
Now social acumen.
1 minute. That's my perception, and that will be my social acumen.
Okay. Any rerolls on that?
Oh, sorry, I did not saw the first result. No.
Okay.
No. No, really. Unless a low perception score would mean that I'm discovered to sneak around.
Low perception means
Or
your ability to gather information is reduced, not that you are revealed.
Okay, then I don't want to use a reroll.
In that case, you will overhear this.
Are you certain about this, sir?
I'm almost completely certain. I have sufficient evidence to move again. Then behind you, you will hear movement, loud sounds as workers move by, and unfortunately, you are unable to hear the rest.
Okay. So just to be clear, he said that he has...
is sufficient to reveal that it seems that the Inquisitor has sufficient evidence against something.
Mm-hmm.
And your social acumen will reveal that the Inquisitor is resolved.
Okay. So now I will follow the designated road and will park to that area. Okay, so here. Yeah.
And now we're at time. So, we did as much as we could.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's where we'll have to call it, unfortunately.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, we are not killed yet.
Hey, nobody's dead. Good start.
Right, we're in. No, we're in.
Yeah. Hey, nobody killed. Good session.
And nobody died. Good.
Yeah.
Nobody
Good job,
died.
everyone. 10 out of 10. Would
You're doing good.
watch that happen again. All right, schedule. Okay, I don't see any fan art.
No fanny IDs today.
Alrighty. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll catch
Yeah.
you all next time. I'll see you in like 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
There's a little GIF in the fan art.
Oh, there is? GIF? Where?
In the actual fan art.
I don't see
Yeah,
it.
because my biggest fan made that.
I don't see it.
Oh yeah, here I'll ping you again. It's very good. It's a very, very good art.
Completely
teeth.
trustworthy, I promise.
Shining.
Shining teeth. Oh God!
Yeah.
Look at how trustworthy those guys
I
are.
love how awesomely mean Drask looks. I mean, like he just
that
looks
was
really
intentional.
mean, and it's great.
Alrighty, good stuff, guys. See y'all in like 45 minutes for Dark Pilgrims. Bye bye.